ambition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a Scotch bunny. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted, can't copy, printed, can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I kill this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoken into existence, so consistent, no assistance. Hear me once become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap, and I'll be speaking this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Let me take you for a ride. Dancing with the lights. Our hearts beating like a drum. Tonight. Let me take you for a ride. For a ride. Let's go crazy, my baby, dancing with the lights. Together we could chase the sun. Tonight. Let me take you for a ride. Ooh. Tonight.
lights on the other side. You're calling me up at the same time. I'm in the daylight. You're calling me.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another live stream for the 5v5 1v1 Duels, the last one of Battle for Azeroth, boys. The last one of the pre-patch, the last one in a probably maybe a bit. I'll see how next week goes. Because next week, it's going to be everybody trying to gear the characters, level alts, and there's a good chance that Friday and Saturday of next week, everybody might still be grinding WoW so goddamn hard, no one will have time for these duels. So there's a good chance we're just going to have to wait, like, what, 2 weeks, I think. Or at least wait 1 week. No, 2 weeks for the next set of duels. I will see how it goes. I'll chat with the boys that are, like, the champs, because if they know, if they're all geared and they're good to go and they have some friends that are interested, it'll be really easy to get these duels up and running. If they're still grinding, well, there's a good chance everybody else is grinding. So we will see how it goes. How y'all doing? Fresh cut? No, actually, I took a shower and I was just like, and that's all I did. And then it just kind of looks like a fresh, no, it's not fresh. No. It's just every time I get a haircut, I don't look any different. So anytime my hair looks at all different, it looks like a fresh cut. It's a ploy I do on purpose. I have exactly the same haircut. It just looks slightly longer, slightly shorter. So sometimes it just looks clean. Cleaned out? You think so? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another stream, boys. Hope all of y'all having a good one. Let me get the tunes up and running again. We gotta add some of these tunes to the playlist mix, man. We gotta do it. Is this song part of it? I feel like this song can easily be part of it. How does this song go? I could totally see this song be part of it. Yeah, I think we add it, dude. I think we drop it. I think we drop this one in. And then next one, Wales. I think that one's pretty good too. We're gonna have to start adding these into the Duels playlist, boys. Alrighty. 5v5 1v1 Zone NA, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. 5v5 1v1s is gonna take me quite a bit of time to level a couple alts. I'm literally gonna need to level alts, and those are gonna be my first few characters that I'm gonna level just for the duels. Like the spectator characters, just for the duels. It's gonna be on purpose. I gotta learn to use the trick, might save a lot of time. Yeah. New expansion, new music. Yeah, I do gotta go through the mix and probably update them. Take some of the songs that I'm not into and swap in new ones. Yes, you're probably right. New expansion, new tunes. I also got to get a new thumbnail for the duels and all that. No groups. Pretty sure there's going to be in a bit, man. How y'all doing, the boys? Hope y'all have a good one. We got us a Sandbox, Mithran, Cal, Osama, Kiwi TV, Boy Type, Kren, the beautiful Ciara, Simon, Asadula. How you boys doing? James, how you doing, my man? Hope all of y'all are having a motherfucking good one. Boys, if y'all got a group for 5v1, let me know. We're here for the NA 5v5 zone. We did the EU ones yesterday. We're here for the NA ones. Don't forget Phenomenon song. Yeah. Yo, I do gotta add that one. You're right. You're right. Who was PM? We have 5. Mithran says he has 5, boys. He has a 5 stack. We just need another 5-man group and we're good to go. Whisper in reality if you got a 5-man. If you guys don't see a group, if you want to look at how to join in for a group, player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP, find a group number 5, enter, 5, enter. And you should see a group for 5v5 1v1 duels on the Horde and or Alliance. If you don't see one, however, you can always make one yourself. This is a community ran thing. Go to custom PvP, start a group called something like 5v5 1v1 Duels Dalaran. Pop it on in a list group, listed, get a couple people in there. Let me know you have a group and you're the lead. I add you in Real ID with Q. I guess what are the groups that's available? 3 Druid, 1 Lock, 1 Hunter. So we have 2 Chicken and 1 Cat. Yo, 2 Chicken and 1 Cat I'm okay with. Because Boomies and Pharaohs play differently enough in my opinion. Where it's viewers enjoy it. Because normally too much of one class like Rogues, for example, they all play so similarly. Mages play kind of similarly. Except people like to see Frost because we don't see a lot of Frosties. Warlocks, one Destro, one Affy, one Demo. People generally like that. They find it, and I do too. I generally like that too, because I find them different enough, and most of you guys do too. For the glory of the Horde. Any groups on Horde? Yeah, I don't know if anybody is making one, but you guys are more than welcome to them. Look at all those chickens. I like that. I like that. That's funny. No group of the Horde, so I started one. Fuck yeah, dude. 2 cats and 1 chicken. I think it's 2 chickens, 1 cat. Milord, 5v5 here. Perfect. Milord got a group, boys. We are sent to duel over on the NA. I misspelled spectator match. Spectator match. Let me fucking move this shit a little higher. Here we go. Seems like it's so low. Milord and Mithran. Wait. Did I misspell? Here we go. And Mithran. Mithran, your name has an I in there, but I can only say that I silently. I usually say Mithran. I don't say Mithran. I don't know why. It just rolls out the tongue like that. I think the group should be. It should be in LFG, but if you don't see any, you can make them yourself. Hi guys, looking forward to the evening. Good luck, everybody. What's up, Rob? Hey, I remember you from yesterday's stream. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Alrighty, let me get the duels mixed up and running, boys. And we got us this 5v5 1v1s. We got to go all night tonight. All night for 5v5 1v1 duels until we can't no more. Switch. Got water here while team 2's... While team 2 is zoning in. Got ourselves team 1 with Dark Mility as a what looks like a destruction warlock. Oh, Kreiser in here basically. We got Milord Pala on that Retribution Paladin, changing up his mod. We got Dark as what looks like a sub rogue. It looks like assassination. I wasn't supposed to say. Shiryu as a Windwalker, and we got ourselves a Feral Druid. Pichu, be out of stealth unless you guys are dueling. All that good jazz. Team 2. Missing 1 person. Hopefully they're still loading, but we got ourselves Mithran on a Feral Druid with Chula as a Boomy. We got ourselves War Grounded Survival and Peachy as a Boomkin. Normally we have a rule of only 2 classes, but Boomies and Ferals I feel like play differently enough, and Dark is gonna be landing an opener onto the Mithran with a Sap Cold Blood in hand. I think maybe he's just kind of waiting to see if maybe Mithran shifts out of form for whatever reason. Shadow Strike, opener into Cheap Shot, big dress, immediately Mithran trinketing it as soon as possible. Popping in a bike into Dark, who is going to trick it for Mithran, super low in health. Does shift out of cat form while with Wall is up and running, needs himself a lot of health. Is it going to be enough though? Taking lots of damage from the sub-rogue, big damage. Mithran trying to go for self-heals, but looks like it's not enough. And Dark does take him out. I think Dark's playing the big shadow dance with a full burst combo, so 1 single dance, not 2, I don't think. I guess we'll find out in a bit, yeah. And Chula as a Boomy is going to be up next. Team 2 is still missing 1, so hopefully they are just lagging, and I'll get in here very, very soon. But Chula's starting out in bear form versus Dark. As a Boomkin, I feel like you have even less resources than a Feral to start out in bear form. But then again, sometimes what else are they going to do, right? Might as well start out in bear, let him get the opener, and try to see if he can respond afterwards. But Dark is waiting for some CDs. He is running 1 dance, 1 charge dance. So that's going to be the big bursty dance. So you got like what, 50% damage from Shadow. Then you got ourselves maybe Night Stalker burst increase in there. It's going to be Dark Shadow Step and 2 Chula. Could maybe go for a Kidda Shot right after. Getting those Shadow Strikes in. Kidda Shot and Chula. Mark for Death Eviscerate as a big old beam is blasting him. Cloaker Shot is coming out for the Rogue as he does shift into gear with Shadow Blades. Chula popping Thorns. Does get a Rooter to Dark. Trying to keep him at bay. That's going to be advantage for the Rogue. Does get knocked back for a second by the looks of it. And looks like no dots on him getting the sap with the Chula, so they're not able to really catch up on health. Probably should be popping the bear from, and there it goes. If they have Enrage Regeneration, this would be the perfect time to do it. Cheap Shot by the Rogue with a big old dress. The bear form does allow him a little bit extra damage increase as a Kidney Shot to follow. Roar onto Dark. Chula going in for Frenzy Regen, trying to get as much self-healing as possible. Looks like Dark maybe has way too much damage on him. Taking another Druid out back to back with Peachy. 3rd Druid right after. I mean, this guy is just eating these Druids up. So sad about Team 2 how they never got a 5th one in there. What's up, Shimi? How you doing, my man? I hope you're having a good one. Haven't seen your beautiful face in a while. How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one, my man. You excited for Shadowlands? You gonna be playing? He's still gonna play in Alliance, by the way. Peachy is just gonna wait out for Dark. Playing a Boomkin, it's gonna be, I think, the same situation, except Dark this time doesn't open up with Shadowlands available. Open it up with a cheap shot onto Peachy, getting those backsteps in. Roar does come out with a Cyclone instead onto Dark. Trinkets out of it with a Kidney Shot onto Peachy, who is gonna trinket out of the Kidney Shot wall. This is gonna be a Barkskin, as well as Thorns, and Dark is looking to get away. We've got a big old Incarn onto the Rogue, looking to get away from the Star Surges, but Peachy is mobile blind onto Peachy. No trinket available, and looks like Dark should be able to get himself a reset. Should be saps out of this unless he somehow screws that one up. He does not. He's going to be A-okay. Still Incarn available for Peachy. Looks like he did shift out of Boomy form for it, but he still does have Incarn. Dark should be able to get himself a proper reset, and looks like the dots do fall off after that sap. So Peachy using that trinket on the Kidney Shot, maybe a little early. Was kind of have a lot of his momentum stopped without blind. And then the Rogue, all he's gonna do is, I mean, he's gonna send stealth until cooldowns are back up. He got Dance, he got Advantage coming back very, very soon. So he actually got a lot of escapes, no trinket. So if Peachy can maybe get some sort of CC chain on him, it'll be pretty good. Thorn's coming up. Is he gonna cloak it? Maybe. That's gonna be a big old dress. No cloak yet for Dark. Peachy does Barkskin this damage, and Dark looks like he takes very, very little damage from these Thorns. Maybe he got himself a sippy cup before doing the big dam. Bash onto Dark. Peachy might be able to get some damage in there, trying to go for a clone. Not getting interrupted. Going to be a Roar for a second on Dark, trying to knock him back, trying to land the Cyclone. The Cyclone almost goes out, but the Cloak of Shadows comes out for the Rogue at the very last second. Peachy with not a lot of health left, get a shot, and the Rogue almost falls out the platform. Should be able to take Peachy out pretty easily with a couple of backs, and once Peachy has health, Peachy is going to go for a massive healing renewal coming out. Frenzied Region while in barrel form, trying to tank up the damage a little bit. So he does have himself a little bit of survivability. Evasion available for the Rogue. Thorns out for Peachy, as the Rogue does go for a Shadowy Blades. Peachy uses himself more healing ASAP. The more heals, the merrier. Rogue is going to be able to take him out pretty handily. With War Grand, the last one left is Survival Hunter versus Rogue, as the Rogue does go for advantage. Maybe could be a pet attacking him. The pet is going to try to see if it can... No. Pet got kind of pulled back. Wait, nope. No. Pet did a weird move. I think Dark basically got a re-stealth right before the pet hit him, as he did get out of combat. And Wargren is going to be dipping into camo, so it's going to be a stealth versus stealth duel. As he's still going to be able to slow the duel down a little bit. Wargren picking up the eye. Looks like he's not going to... He's going to try to see if he can speed it up. He could get the pet attacking Dark if he knows where he's at. He's looking for him. If he can just dismount and send the pet over, he might be able to figure it out. Looks like Wargren will be picking up the second eye right after. And Dark is nowhere to be found. Does Wargren know? Does he have a guess? He's looking down below. Dark is right next to him. Doesn't get a cheap shot in the opener. That was a Shadow Strike. This is going to be a stun by Wargren. Big dress by Dark with huge damage. And Wargren does dip into a turtle form. Try to see if he might be able to do some damage to the Hunter's pet. Gonna be a steel trap separating these two for a second. Hunter's mark is on Dark. Unless he can cloak it, Wargren is always going to be able to see him, even if the guy does catch a re-stealth. So there's no way to hide from the Hunter. Does re-tag him with his Serpent Sting. That's going to be the pet on Dark. Quite a bit of damage on this Rogue. He does have a sippy cup available to keep him alive and keep him healing. Shadow Step to Wargren with the Kidney Shot. Does go for a pet sack. Dark doesn't really have a lot to deal with here, except for a blind. Trying to see if he might be able to get the pet off of him. If he can get the pet separated from him, Cloak of Shadows, he might actually be able to catch a proper reset. Unless he has bleeds, it's gonna be a Wargren re-dotting him up. Harpoon and grenades. I don't think you're gonna be able to get away from this one. It looks like Wargren is gonna be able to take the Rogue out with an immediate camo right after. As Shiryu is gonna be up next as a monk, trying to see if he can AoE Wargren out, but Wargren already repositioning. That's going to be quite a tough duel for Wargren to come back to. I mean, you still got plenty of team, a Milord Palo, plenty of dudes on there. You got a Warlock, you got a Boomkin on there, you got a Milord Palo himself as a ret. And the Windwalker is going to give him a bit of a run for the money. In cap onto Wargren, probably going to get a leg sweep in there. Leg sweep image is available, does get the pet stunned and everything, so Wargren can't even use the pet for any defense. It's going to be a feign death for Wargren for a second, does get a small shield for a moment. Dropping in nades onto Shiryu and looking to get away from the guy. As Shiryu is on the chase. Popping off Zuen. Rotating defenses just to stay alive and stay next to Wargren. Is going to be trinketed that stun a little bit late. As Wargren with barely any health. It looks like that is going to be able to take him out at the end. It does? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. I want to make sure. It looked like a freezing trap happened. It may work on left or not, but it looks like he did get taken out at the end. That's first duel, boys. Hopefully Team Mithrin does get their 5th in there next time. But if you guys got any more groups, let me know, boys. Let me know. This is gonna be the first one. I think it was a little bit unfortunate for all those druids. I mean, the rogue kind of came in and just ate him up, dude. Super unfortunate being those druids, man. 41, dude. AU is so far ahead. All right, no, my lord is ready. Hello, Dal. What's up, Senex? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. A lock left. It's all good, man. Group ready here, bro? Simon, what's your reality, man? I'll add you, and we'll get you in one of these groups, man. Droop, bro. Hey, what's your reality, man? Dalaran hashtag 1340 is mine. There's a group on Alliance, but the guy list just added you. There's a group on Alliance, but the guy just added you. Who's the guy's name? What's his reality? Boris, you have a group? Hey, man. What's up, dude? Who just added me with a group, man? Full group? Alright, we can get Boris in here. Telra Boy 18. Okay, got him. That should be good then. Anybody else, or are we good? 5 Horde, Sab Box. Do I have you added in reality? Let me know what's your reality so I can add you. Alright, cool. Whisper me real quick. I'm gonna get real quickly. Milord, or what should we do? Telra? Yeah, let's try Telra and let's try Boris. Maybe they will be in a different group. Let's try Teldra Boy and Boris. Maybe they'll be a different group. Maybe they'll be the same. Teldra Boy and Boris. Different groups by the looks of it. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Whisper me when I have you added in real ID so I know that you have a group. Be sure you're the lead of the group too. Make sure you also are a lead of the group. You have a 5-man. If you're new, one guy DC'd. Okay, Boris, we'll wait for you. We'll wait for a second. Let me know if you gotta relook, because then we'll probably get Malord or Mithrin versus Teldra then. But with the rules, these are the rules when it comes to groups. No more than 2 of each class. Unless you're like got a Feral Druid and Boomies, or it's a Warlock situation with a different specs. Like, you could have 2 Destro, 1 Demo. I think that's fine. Mages, same thing. You can have like 2 Fire, 2 Frost, I guess. I guess it's alright. But like 3 Rogues, nah. 3 Palas, nah. 3 Monks, nah. Was still listed, it's all good. Yeah. Boris was just trying to get a guy that was DC'd in. So now we should be good to go. Doing good, man. So excited for SL and PvP. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. We got ourselves Big Stupid on the other team. Brew Captain. That's your team with Sabbox and Demoniac there. Oh my god, boys. Oh my god. Alrighty. Switch. We have ourselves team. Okay, team 2 ended up getting quite a double monk, double rogue. That's alright. Brew Captain. Oh, and Orc. Did you change? Were you Alliance before? Or did you just have 2 tunes? We got Brew Captain's Windwalker with Demoniac on that sub, Rogue. Sabbox on the sub as well. Dragon Mill, lagging a little bit, but playing that Fury Warrior. And Kane, welcome back, Kane. How you doing, my man? Versus Team 1. They are missing 1, so hopefully they'll get more people. Big Stupid on their team. With Biolock as a Red Paladin. Gain, I guess, as a Survival Hunter. And Offie DK as a Unholy Death Knight. Actually, I had to take a look at his cooldowns. Team 1 is missing a person. Hopefully they'll get in, but good luck, everybody. Have fun. Be out of stealth unless you're dueling. Warrior can share the buff. Pallies keep, I guess Pallies can't really keep all the buffs to themselves, really. Technically. I mean, there's the what Devo buff? Devotion RM? I feel like 3% damage reduction isn't major. But I could be wrong, though. It's going to be Sabbox getting the open auto off. DK, AMS, AMZ, as well as IBF popping immediately as Rogue does have Shadow Blades. I guess for Shadow Blades might be worth double army proccing for the Death Knight. Sabbox goes in for a Blind Vanish Cloak. Blew every cooldown available just to deal with the Death Knight. Looks like the Zombos and the Mages are still getting big hits on him. Those Mages of the Dead are actually amazing at DPS. It looks like Sabbox actually got obliterated. Those guys all blasted frostbolts at him, and you can just see the dude's health just evaporate completely. Brew Captain going to be up next. Fist of Fury Flying does cancel it off. He needs himself a bit more healing, but that's going to be a Death Pact maybe coming out. Death Pact does come out as a Disarm came in. Needs himself big big death strikes, or they actually use himself Chain of Ice just to get away from Brew Captain. His health completed a chronic down Brew Captain, burning the touch of death. A 3-minute cooldown just to land that execute. Might as well put it on cooldown ASAP. So maybe you get someone else low, like Bollock, who maybe will be trying to hold the bubble until, you know, the very, very last second. Then, yeah, surprise him out of nowhere. Barlock? Barlock. I guess Barlock is good enough. That's going to be big hammer hanging over Brew Captain. Oh! Oh! Big damage out of Brew out of nowhere. Big blow to the enemy. The hammer comes back with a vengeance. Has a bit of a bite to it. But that was big damage out of the Windwalker Monk. What the hell? Oh my god, Gain. You better be aware and better be a little bit afraid of the damage. Brew Captain still holding on to Karma. Stun coming in. Is that going to be enough damage from the Survival Hunter? Karma onto the pet. Brew making sure the Karma doesn't make it happen. Just to make sure, even if he can't hit the Hunter, he has to get the Karma off. And he might need to just get away, recoup, re-heal, recover. He doesn't have a lot of defenses real left. That's going to be a Harpoon. Looks like the Hunter is not letting him get away. It looks like Gain is going to be able to snipe him out. Big damage out of that Windwalker. Surprised me with that Paladin. I mean, that Paladin, I think at that point, if your health ever gets like below 20%, 40%, just pop bubble. Or pop anything at that point. Shield of Vengeance, he still was holding on to that one too. And Kane is going to be up next as another Windwalker. From one Windwalker to another Lexiep onto Gain. Does get a trinket off of it. Human racial being used. Big dress on the Gain while he's solo without the pet. Huge damage onto the Windwalker. Does get the turtle in the last second. Manic Bandages is making a big play. Not the most amount of healing, but does give him quite a bit of heals. Needs some sort of CC onto Kane. Trinket out of Kane from the Karma. Put from a stun. Put in a Karma onto Gain. Unless Gain can separate from the guy, he's just screwed. It looks like he does throw down a 2 char traps. Is that what it was? Touch of death by Kane. Taking him out pretty quick. And Big Stupid is the last one on the team. Too bad Team 1 didn't get a 5th, but Big Stupid is literally the last one. See, if he wants to make it a long game, he needs to. He needs to play it very, very conservatively against Kane. If he wants to post Kane into Dragonmill and maybe into Demoniac, he also needs to be accounting for his cooldowns for the next duels. So Kane might be an easy kill here if he's able to do it without pulling in too much effort into it. Be landing a stun into Kane. Crucible does get the kill shot, and looks like the duels are continuing on. Big Stupid hopping into a camo, and Demoniac gonna be up next, picking up the eye immediately, not going for a vanish. But Starberg is just gonna have to play this very, very carefully. Might just mount up, try to see if you can get up to next to Big Stupid as he's sending the pet over. Demonic will not be able to catch a restyle. That's gotta be that steel trap, landing the dot on him. Cloak of Shadows coming in for Demoniac immediately. Big Stupid. It would be a good idea for him to maybe get a dot onto Demoniac. Does get the Serpent Sting again. Freezing trap behind them. Demoniac does not play with the trinket. So Big Stupid, if he plays it very, very conservatively, he might be okay. He doesn't have a stun for a bit for Demoniac. He doesn't have a stun. But he plays it very, very carefully, very, very slow. He might be all right. Because Demoniac has big burst. What does Big Stupid have? Actually, Big Stupid has everything for him. If he's able to mitigate and manage Demoniac's burst, because it is a sub-rogue, Vanish does come in for Demoniac. But the hardest mark is still on him. Stun from around the corner. Big Stupid trying to pop in some damage from around the corner. Again, taking the hits when he can. And then running away from Demoniac. The slow game for Big Stupid is there. Shadow step forward. The freezing trap again. Knowing that Demoniac doesn't have a trinket, Big Stupid has the control of this duel. Can just dot up and rod. Demoniac does land the Shadow step. Get a shot. Does connect. Demoniac going in for the big damage. Big dress does split between the pet and him. Evasion does help him dodge the kill shot. But apparently it wasn't enough, and looks like Big Stupid is the last one left versus Dragon Mill. The Fury Warrior landing the charge, a really weird move, and that's going to be a Stormbolt that just completely... Did you mean a Stormbolt? Or maybe it was DR. It was probably DR from all the cheap shots from the Rogue. But Dragon Mill taking a bit of damage, actually turning his attention to the pet. It actually might be a good idea to kill the pet. Take it out. Take it out of the game. Get himself that victory rush if necessary. If Dragon Mill uses his reflect property, he might be able to reflect a freezer trap back to Big Stupid. Steel trap is not going to sit in that one too long. Does himself in rage regen. Shoot, turn around to the pet to get the big heals. Turning to the pet for those bloodthirst. but he looks like he's still taking a lot of damage. Stormbolt onto Big Stupid. Should maybe be able to do some damage here, some healing. The pet is still alive. Stun onto Dragon. He doesn't have a trinket, and I think Big Stupid might be able to just take him out. And the Zod trinket poking out for Dragon Mill. Sorry, I'm swapping to the wrong person. I was just trying to figure out who is who. And Big Stupid took quite a bit of damage from that one. Dragon Mill going more defensive, using that rage in order to get himself the ignore pain, and knows a Big Stupid around the corner, getting some manic bandages in here. Freezing trap dropping down, could have maybe prevent with a reflect onto the hunter. And looks like the control is back in the hunter's hands. Steel trap onto Dragon Mill, who is turning his attention to the pet. He's super low. Another kill shot could be deadly. Stun onto Big Stupid. Dragon Mill is taking lots of damage. Big roar coming out with a rallying cry. Fear onto Big Stupid. Does separate the hunter as well as the pet. And that's going to be Big Stupid bailing out of there. Big movement, big speed. Dragon Mill leaping over grenades, of stacking up, and Big Stupid should be able to close out that game. That was some big damage out of Brew, by the way. Big Stupid got 3 kills back to back, finished it off strong for his team. You know, 4v5 basically. Again, why is it twice in a row do we have twice in a row do we have 2 groups that had a 5th person unable to join? Twice now, dude. Unlucky. Unlucky. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another duel going, yeah? Milord got a 5v5. Do you have any more groups? Let me know, boys, in real let me know in chat if you have a group. Let me know what's your real ID so I know what I'm looking for. US 42. Perfect. So much to see slow and rooted. I can't even hit this guy. True. Without a trinket, it's a little rough. Sammy Boris picking up a trinket might be a good idea. Server's acting weird today. Ready? Oh, maybe actually. Also, we have 5. I do want to separate Boris and Milord and Mithrin a little bit more now. I'm playing hard for a bit. Hell yeah, dude. Well, Telja Boy, we need to wait for until he gets more people in his group for 5, man. I guess we'll do Boris and Milord. And we'll try to see if we can get Telja versus Mithrin or somebody else. How does that sound, boys? Boris and Milord. Try to get him in there. And then we'll see if Mithrin and Telja. Like today, I could not use my ability. Are NA servers really having that much of an issue? Is it especially key to use the camera's focus on someone in center TY? Tony, you just whenever you join into 900 ping a sec. Okay, hold on. I'll wait. I'll give it a second. Give people, bro. Sounds good, Teldra. Sounds good, my man. Yo, if you want to keep most of those guys just fill in one spot, man, you're more than welcome to do it. Or if you want to switch it around and get some fresh new faces, more than welcome to, man. Yeah, so when you join the 5V5 1v1 Duels, you actually get if you go to like keep binds, you actually can do all the camera work and camera key binds from there. I just have like a setting that I like for camera stuff. And it only works inside of a spectator match. Which I wonder if there's spectator match for Mythic Pluses. I know that they do like, you know, the camera fly over for M plus MDI, but I wonder if there's like a way to watch 2 teams, you know what I mean? That'd be kind of cool. What's up, Mike? How you doing, my man? You're online. Hey, Dalaran. What's up, Mikey boy? How you doing, my man? Boris, let me know when you are ready to go. We'll get you in here, dude. Thanks. I had to know because I'll do small tournaments for my Nagil next X-Pack. Go for it, man. Ask for people to look at LFG 1 slot open. Yo, Boris needs a +1 boys on a horde. If anybody's looking for a group, Boris is looking. LFG, go to player versus player premium group, custom PvP, find the group top number 5, enter. And there he is, man. There's the boy TM Demoniac over on the Tyke. Join him on the horde side and we'll be good to go. We'll get him versus Mid-Lord. And we'll get Mithrin and Teldra because they should be ready by then. With some on Alliance, it's all good, man. We got time. We got patience. I'm new. Hey, man, that's awesome. Glad you like. Welcome to the channel, man. Hope you stick around for a while. Do you need to add a warrior add on to Wargame now, or does it work? My guild wants to run some RBGs. Add on to Wargame? No, you still can do Wargame. You just Wargame other people. You can still wargame /WG and you could wargame. It just doesn't have a UI thing to it anymore. You still it still has functionality in the actual game, but it doesn't have like any UI for it. Whoa, hello. Full? Alright, cool. My Lord Boris, queuing you guys up next, boys. Queuing you guys up next. Hopefully it'll be a full 5v5, man. Because twice has been a 4v5. Except the 4v5 last team actually kind of carried in a way. They brought it back out, you know what I mean? They brought it back to the team with that hunter at the end, landing the 3 kills back to back. There we go, boys. So switch. Wait, switch. Here we go. Now it's all set. We got ourselves team 2 with Dark Mility as a... Whoa, I like the gloves. It looks so cool. They sent us off gloves, but it looks so good. Oh my god. Look at them nails. But as we got a Dark Mility as a Destro Warlock with Shuri as a Windwalker. We got Dark as a Sub-Rogue with Milord Pala as a Ret and P2 as a Feral this time? I think it is a Feral this time. I think it is a Kitty Cat playing in card. And got us a Sap Box on the other team playing that Sub. Demoniac somewhere. Where is he? Where's Demoniac? Where's your boy? Wait, Demoniac here. Sap Box here. Sub and Assassination. We got 2 of them. Grimothy with a Unholy DK. Brew Captain is a Windwalker. And Artemis with a nice... I was going to say Pike, but it's really a Trident. As a Survival Hunter. Demoniac going to be first up. Versus Milord Pala? Oh my goodness. I guess it's going to be 1 and 2. Okay, 4 and 2, I mean. Opener with a Garrod is playing that Assassination. Milord Pala does streak it out of the kidney shot. Popping up wings in the opener versus Demoniac. It's actually maybe going to be any kind of CC for Demoniac. Popping off a heal. That's going to be Crucible. Double Crucible to get himself a shield. Cloak of Shadows coming out to get away from Pala. Does go for a Shadow Step. That is a Crusade for Milord Pala. Lots of damage stacking up. The more damage you'll let him stack up during wings, the more damage he does, the more haste he even gets. As Demoniac dips really, really low, does burn and vanish. Demoniac not playing with a Trinket is super, super difficult here. That's a really, really tough choice. And it's not even that he's playing Relentless. Relentless and Adaptation would show up in their Trinket slot. But he doesn't play any Trinket. Yeah, my man, you gotta pick up a Trinket. I'll show you where to get one. How does that sound? After this arena, I'll show you where to get it. Wait. No, boys. Don't heal him. No. Don't do that. Don't heal him. I saw what you did there. I won't end the duel over that because it was a rogue, you know what I mean? He's going to be sending himself until he's fully healed anyway. But yeah, don't heal him like that. Let it be a 1v1. Oh, man. Yeah, he put himself in an interesting spot. Does land a Garrod into a kidney shot onto Milord Pala, who is going to tank Trinket while kidneyed? Is that a thing? Can you actually tank Trinket while you stunned? What is that? It's a mod Trinket, the mod tank Trinket that we don't get to see a lot of. Demonic trying to be smooth, landing a Shadow Step. Milord Pala is getting kind of lowish on health, is going to be going and switch into Holy Power used for Word of Glory's wings. Proc happening for Milord Pala. Demonic popping off evasion. Going to be a vendetta for Milord Pala. Getting a shot as the Paladin is covered in a Shield of Vengeance. It looks like Demonic is going to go for a reset. Very, very unfortunate when you're a rogue and you have to pop a vendetta into somebody and then run away and be nowhere near them. But looks like Demonic is going to have to go for a bit of a reset. Playing without a Trinket is going to be rough. Definitely got to get yourself maybe Relentless or maybe a normal proper Trinket. Anything would be helpful. Does let the Garrod into Milord Pala, even though he does get caught out of stealth. Milord Pala does pop a Trinket for that stun back. Demoniac wings is still up and running. Demonic is taking lots of damage here. Could be done and done. That's going to be a temporal at the end as Milord Pala gets yet another proc of wings. Milord Pala with that Crusade just gets wings proc regularly. That's something the Palads I think are going to miss going into the next expansion. You got yourself wings, and then you got yourself no wings. So good thing it was buffing your damage, just baseline abilities, not your bursty abilities recently. Pala taking lots of damage with a stun from Artemis. Probably is going to need to go ahead and close with Artemis to start generating the Holy Power and heal himself full. As he did use the Wake of Ashes for a big Word of Glory. Stun into Artemis. Artemis does feign death for a second. Milord Pala does get another set of wings. That's going to be 1 Word of Glory available while wings are up. Does get put on ice though, so should come back with wings down. So if Artemis can maybe CC Milord Pala whenever he does have wings, I mean, with Vision Perfection, you really can't like predict it ever. And it looks like Milord Pala does activate real wings. So by the time he actually waited for real wings to come back, he had so many procs of wings, it felt like real set of wings. That's going to be Milord Pala. Switch out touch to the pet, obliterating the Hunter's pet immediately. Artemis getting hit with a Hodge. I don't really know if he actually has an answer here. I think it's going to be done and done for the Hunter. That's not a feigned death. That's a real down for the count. And Brew Captain is going to be up next. Popping off blood of the enemy. Maybe going big damage. Bop available from Milord Pala. Popping a train trick from Mott. And Brew Captain rolling out of there as soon as he sees the damage coming out from Milord Pala. Sorry, I'm just having to swap the wrong person. Oh, no, what? Okay, cool. Here's number 4. Okay, it's 4 and 4. Oh, it works out. Okay. Milord Pala, wings down. Bubble still available if necessary. Brew Captain getting hit with a stun trick. It's out of Fist of Fury attack. And Milord Pala, quite a lot of damage, actually. Big Whirling Dragon Punch. And that's going to be a karma. And Milord Pala hoping to hold off, not having to use a bubble here. It could use a bubble if necessary. But the Word of Glories are just healing him back to back, though. He's just doing such a good job recovering. All that holy power, I mean, just goes into Word of Glories, and there's not much you can really do to stop it. Dude, just continuing to Word of Glory. It's not stopping him at all. Big Hodge onto Brew Captain, taking quite a bit of damage from Milord Paladin, not even with the wings either. That's going to be a Ring of Peace, keeping the Paladin at bay. Try to see if you can jump in there. Just simply cannot. Brew Captain catching up on a couple of heals there. There goes the proc. Wings for Milord Pala. Fist of Fury do apply a parry to stop Milord Pala's damage for a moment. But that's going to be lots of Word of Glories while those wings are up. Brew Captain without a defensive. It does get clashed out. Actually, that might have been actual wings. This might have not even been proc, unless this is just a really, really long proc that keeps procking into itself over and over and over. I think it's our actual wings. Grimathy is going to be up next as an unholy DK. So far, we threw rogues, we threw hunters, we threw Windwalker monks at him. Will an unholy Death Knight be able to stop the unstoppable? Milord Pala popping off, basically laying of hands. With that last heal, Grimathy not really high on health. Having to go for Lichborn. Trying to see if it might be able to recover. Swap it to the wrong person. Grimathy with no health left just literally stopped and distracts him. Was just like, okay, dude. Okay, man. Paladins, man. Big cheap shot coming out. A Sandbox going in for big damage. Bubble from Milord Pala. Getting a Hodge and Sandbox. Trinket. Vanish for the Rogue with a Cloak of Shadows, trying to make sure he gets himself a quick getaway. Still able to use Shadow Blades. Probably should be getting in there and letting those Shadow Blades shine for now. That's a lot of damage he's sitting on. Looks like he's gonna have to wait it out. Milord Pala got wings in 15 seconds, so in 15 seconds it's gonna be a same pandemonium with this Pala guy. Back-to-back cheap shots by Sandbox trying to make a play. Triple cheap shot into Milord Pala. Wings are available. Sandbox does have evasion. Shadow Step next to Milord Pala as the Paladin is getting all that holy power from a distance. Judgments, Bladed Justices. That's going to be Milord Pala eating a blind. Of Sandbox looking for a reset. No trinket available for Sandbox. Was that real wings for Pala? No. It wasn't. So probably Sandbox thinking, yo, those wings and wings are down. I should be maybe okay. Next Hodge with wings though. Deadly. Sandbox trying to make a play as best as he can. Hodge onto the Rogue though. Pala got full Crusade available. Big damage back to back. Shadow Step coming out for Sandbox just trying to get away from Milord Pala. Hand of Freedom keeping the Pala mobile. I don't think Sandbox got anywhere else to go really. Does have Cold Blood Shield of Vengeance available. Milord Pala is going to be able to take it in the end. Absolutely nothing stops this Paladin, dude. So more healing than damage, dude. Okay, dude. Man, the balanced, yo, boys. I know you guys are memeing on Rets. You every week you guys meme on Rets, okay? Ever since pre-patch, you guys been memeing on Rets like it ain't no other. You gotta remember, Vision of Perfection is gonna be gone next patch. It's gonna be gone. Yo, Michael, how you doing, my man? I see you in chat, yo. Michael Kraft, how you doing, my guy? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful day. Yo, Michael, how you doing? Hope you're doing good, my guy. Thank you for continued support on the channel. Appreciate you, my man. Guys, I don't ask for a lot. Like the stream. In fact, if you like the stream so much, you can hit the join button. It's basically like Twitch membership. But it's Twitch membership to this guy. And we got beautiful emotes here. And Shadowlands is going to be here very, very soon. So if you're excited, feel free. Not saying you have to. Saying feel free. Hit that like though. Definitely do. That actually helps me out a ton. You don't even know. You don't even need to give me money. Just hitting that like. Oh my god. My ego grows, but also YouTube recommends my videos more. Fuck yeah, dude. Help me out here, fam. Mythrun and Teldra Boy are going to be up next. It says Dal Ajba wasn't... Are you guys part of the same group? Mythrun and Teldra? Are you guys part of the same group real quick? Mythrun. Mythrun and Teldra Boy. 5. Yeah, are you guys part of the same group? Mythrun. Teldra, do you have a guy named Mythrun in your group? No? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Hit the sub button. The channel's the best content. Yeah, hit sub button too. I forgot. Yeah, YouTube. Interior, I said I like. Hit that motherfucking like, boys. Blizzard's so close to removing PvP. They spend a lot of energy on it. Yeah. Next patch, Blizzard is actually going to be removing PvP. And it's just going to be us versus teddy bears. That's going to be the new PvP, boys. I've been making guides on that. Yeah. Yeah, can you believe Blizzard forgot to add a PvP vendor into Shadowlands? Gosh, dude. Wow, they really don't care about PvP. Gosh. Imagine if you could actually buy gear from a vendor in the next expansion of Shadowlands. And maybe even upgrade that gear. And maybe you can earn that gear by getting honor from 2s, 3s, and or BGs. Like Blizzard giving incentive to one of PvP in a variety of different PvP modes that you love. God, that'd be... If only they added a vendor, man. Wouldn't that be great? Don't worry, red isn't up at 60, just prod. True! Yo, if you think this is bad, prod, dude, true! Okay, we good. Mithrun, Teldra, we good to go, man. We're good. That would be tedious. Oh my god, Athel. How you doing, my man? What's going on, my dude? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. How about 5, but I can't message Alan because he needs to send me a friend request. Haha, James, what's your real ID, my dude? And then I can get you in here. Yeah, after this arena, at me and be like, yo, Dal, we got a group. Here's my real ID. I added you. What? Do we actually have a prot? What? Who added a prot into these groups? Oh, no. Wait. Actually, somebody came in as a tank. Chad, do we redo? Chad, do we redo? That's a tank. Chad, do we redo with a tank? Or do we let him play? I'll let the chat decide. Chat, vote right now. I need your vote. Top in chat right now. Do we redo and kick the tank out? Redo or let him play? Redo or let him play? Redo or let him play? Those are two only options. Let him play or redo. You guys are pretty fucking split. I see a lot of let him play though. Okay, well we'll let him play. We'll let him play. We'll let him play once. Switch. We'll let him play once. It's a tank, boys. Where is he? You see the first one? Oh, yes he is. It's a prop pally tank. Chat is pretty split on this. I saw quite a lot of people say let him play. Make him go first. All right, protection paladin first. I don't know how we got a tank into these duels, but prop pally has to go first. Yo, that team 2, whatever your group order was, you can keep the same order. Prop pally gotta go first. Let him go. It's a tank paladin. Chat is, some of you guys are gonna hate me for it, but a lot of you guys said let him play. So we gotta let a prop paladin tank play. Just to see how absurdly incredible these guys are sometimes. North Uther popping off bubble. Actually, if you CC the lady, he loses the bubble, but it's gonna be Casimir's bailing out of there. He could hit that thing with an incap real quick to stop the bubble, but that's gonna be one bubble used for Northerner. Looks like he also used Argent Defend. I'm actually kind of really soft on all the different abilities paladins have, especially in the protection kind. I think it was Argent Defender, a big cheat death ability. Interrupt onto Northern. It looks like actually, whoa. Well, that was a protection paladin. I thought this duel was going to be some crazy blowout by a prot paladin, but I'm kind of glad that it didn't turn out that way, guys. GG Pallet, good try. Bubbled, double bubble, didn't really work out. I've seen prop pallets dominate. We get this guy. Oh, looks like Offie. Off and off the Windwalker. So now we got the duel up and running. We got 1-1 down on each team. It looks like it's going to be maybe Mithrun. It is Chula, actually, as a balance druid. Oh my goodness. I'm swapping to the wrong person. I'm so sorry. But that's going to be Pala. How much HP did it have? Yo, chat, can someone let me know how much HP that prop Pala had? Because normally prop Pallies are scary. I've seen them in Battlegrounds, dude. Double prop Pally are basically Holy Pally with red Paladin, no wings damage, which is still pretty decent. Like, red Pallies blow out with wings. Shula popping off as a feral druid this time for the duel instead of a boomkin. That's going to be off. He can take quite a bit of damage. to follow him. I'm swapping the wrong person. I'm so sorry. Chula popping in Thorns. Wall still available if he needs to. Hasn't popped Berserk just yet. And AVD can take lots of damage. Stun onto Chula while Thorns are up. Trying not to do any damage. Winter of the Storms is going to be Lichborn available. Big dress by Chula. And looks like the dress was absorbed by quite a variety of pets. AVDK's health is going to be dipping under now. Safeguard Trinket is available. Needs more healing. Might have to go for a Death Pact. Super stun right now. Could be big for Chula. Taking out the Death Knight. Landing the kill, and that's going to be Tsubaki with a Vision of Perfection. Is that what it is? No, Lucid Dream. Popped off Lucid Dream. I guess was hoping to get a lot of resources. Big damage to Shula. Actually, what? That's a Boomy that just blew up a Feral Druid. Big Incarn. Big dreams, boys. Big lucid dream. Boomy came out with a big old blowout, and Peachy is going to be up next. Going to be a roar, but Tsubaki into a Cyclone, landing a couple of rats to build up more resources. Is going to be able to activate an Eclipse for themselves. Does land a regrowth, popping in a form. Going to be the same move by Peachy. Is going to be, oh, Tsubaki, the trinket out of the cycle. Going to be Peachy popping a big Uncarn with a stun on Tsubaki since he doesn't have a trinket anymore. Tsubaki having to tank this up a little bit in damage with Bark Skin, as well as, that's actually a lot of cooldowns just used. That was, Renewal with a Frenzied Regen, but Peach is still running. Look at him, he's just running next to the guy. He's just chasing after him. Instant cast, and do Boomies even need to cast ever? Except for Cyclone. Gonna be a bad Cyclone, and Peach tried to see if he could trinket, knock it back, missing the knockback with a Typhoon. Got super excited about it, and that's gonna be a Hibernate onto Peach's Tsubaki, playing the big brain play. Peachy, I think he's a little bit shocked that he missed that Cyclone, missed that Typhoon for a second. He's a little bit like, wait, what? Did I actually just miss it? He's here. Peachy, he's still in the game. He's probably like typing to chat, how did I miss it? What is going on? Or maybe he's lagging really badly. Hopefully it's not the lag. Trying to switch Tsubaki, super difficult. Peachy does go for a Typhoon again. Maybe really bad lag. Maybe just trying to figure out, okay, I just want to make sure Typhoon actually works now. Two Boomies against one another. Silence landing onto Peachy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm swapping the wrong people completely. Peachy's number 3, Tsubaki number 1. That's going to be Silence back into Tsubaki. Both of these guys popping in between Boomy forms, bear forms. Gonna be Peachy getting away from the Cyclone, dodging behind the pillar. Bash into Peachy. Looks like Tsubaki should be able to land the Cyclone. Should be able to control this fight, and Tsubaki getting those Starfires to build up some resources. Probably gonna dip into a Eclipse. Gonna be that Solar Eclipse available. Cyclone coming out. Tsubaki does have Lucid ready. That's a lot of resources coming back, and that's gonna be Peachy cycloning him onto it. That's gonna be quite a lot of free CC and a damage loss with Tsubaki into another roar, into another Cyclone. Wow, the Cyclones, these guys are controlling the situation as best possible. Going to be a roar for Tsubaki, trying to go for a clone themselves. Missed it yet again. Boomies and the roar into Cyclone are just going to be the play, I think, isn't it? Bash by Peachy, Tsubaki trinket out of it, knocking Peachy back. Try not to get him too many casts. These guys are already doing insane damage with insta-cast. Imagine if they were to just stand there and cast wraths into each other. Can't let that happen. No. Silence out of Peachy. Looks like one of his casts was Silence. I'm not sure if it was Nature or Arcane. But Peachy should be getting a trinket very, very soon. Peachy popping off Thorns was just now, was it? I think he did pop off Thorns for a second. But it's going to be Tsubaki trying to see if he can land a Cyclone, getting not interrupted by the Silence Beam does come out. Cyclone is going to be full. Peachy Shadow melting for a second just to get more damage in. That's going to be Roar trying to misplace to stop Tsubaki. It's going to be a bash with Tsubaki trying to go for a regrowth. Cyclone maybe knocking it back for a second. Peachy's getting some more damage, just a little bit more. He does land it. The biggest Boomy v Boomy duel. I actually at the end there was just getting at the edge of my seat. It was a lot of running, I'll give you that, but in the end, they're just back and forth with Cyclones, bashes, roars. It's just so, who's gonna win? Hodge by Barlick has big wings available. Peachy, no bars, so this should be a pretty rough situation for him, unless he can land a heal somehow. Gonna be a trigger for Barlick out of this roar. Thorns available for Peachy, does get a massive Frenzied Regen, double Crucible to heal himself too, by the looks of it. At least one Crucible. But he recovered so much health, might as well be double. And Barlick, a lot of his damage is going to be kind of out of the wind, and not a lot of slows available, and Peachy is going to be able to get away, cast a few regrows behind the pillar. At least he's able to catch up on a few heals, is going to even be able to catch a re-stealth. Barlick's wings are gone. He won't even have Trinket available either. And if Peachy lines up in a good position, he's going to land a Cyclone onto Barlick and should be able to set up a Eclipse for this. That should be a lot of damage available, making some range happen. It's going to be going for Incarnation. Big damage to Barlick. Big Star Surges to follow. Peachy trying to make sure the dots are applied. Barlick does remove all the dots off of himself. Peachy might need to reapply those dots again. Safeguard Trick and Proc for Barlick into a Shield of Vengeance. Hodge onto Peachy. Barlick coming out for the Druid. Barlick is going to use Final Verdict, but no wings to follow that up with. And Peachy might want to stay and not use Thorns just yet. Does go for a Roar. Thorns were used, but probably didn't want to get the Thorns to pop the Shield of Vengeance back into himself. Barlick trying to catch up on a few heals. Peachy does catch a Restyle. Could maybe go for Silence. Landing the Silence into Barlick. Does he have the damage to follow up? Needs to maintain the dots the best possible. A big Crucible throw. And Peachy is going to try to see if he can get away from Barlick. Trying to get a couple of those rats in there. Barlick trying to see if he can deal with the Boomkin. As the Boomy is getting the Paladin out in the open, is going to be a bubble getting used. Peachy popping back into bear form. I think he tried to go for a bash, but he didn't realize that it was a bubble used. Wings is going to be a big hammer hanging over Peach's head. Does not have Barkskin. He doesn't have Thorns either. Does have Renewal. If he uses Renewal at the right time, he might be okay. Roar into Barlick into a Cyclone. And no buy out of it. Peachy is going to recover in a lot of that health. Peachy just needs a little bit more damage now. Just a little bit more damn. The dots are actually doing quite good, because Peachy, a lot of the time, he just having to pop Thorns and let Barlick kind of do damage into himself. Pops and duds, big Incarnation available. Hodge and Peachy, but Barlick hitting into the Thorns and Peachy taking him out. And Gain is going to be the last one left on Team 2. With 3 players still in play for Team 1. Peachy, Mithrin, and Wargren. Big Harpoon for Gain. Gained a lot of ground, you could say. Cyclone onto the Hunter. Maybe Trinkets it? Nope, Human Racial. He doesn't play normal Trinkets, so he's going to be susceptible to all the Cyclones. That's going to be pretty tough for him. Peachy, though, getting hit with the pet stun. It's going to be, ooh, Chakrams by Gain. I don't see Chakrams getting used a lot, but secretly that's my favorite talent. I just like the way it looks. I feel like it's really, really cool. Big nades getting thrown in by Gain and Peachy. Bash and Gain could be going for Human Racial. Peachy is getting a couple of Star Surges back to back. And Peachy, not a lot of defense is really available right now. Does pop into bear form, so it's going to be a pretty big gain. Feign Death into a camo for a second. The pet is going to still have dots on him. Does get him out of combat. Does get himself a bit of a many advantage. But those are magic dots that are on him, I think. Maybe Azurite dots, maybe that too. Peachy super low on health. Does he have any heals at all? Typhoon onto Gain, trying to go for Crucible for a self-heal. But he doesn't really have a lot of health left. Frenzy Regen here comes in. Here comes in Frenzy Regen, trying to land a Cyclone to Gain. Gain doesn't have muzzle for a second. Peachy could have went for a full Cyclone just now. He actually would have been okay. Try to see if he can get away from Gain. Maybe some dots up and running. Star Surge is going to be kill command or kill shot at the very end. The Gain does gain the kill. Mithrin poking out. It looks like he's going to give Gain a bit of an auto duel. Sorta, kinda. Looks like he just kind of ran over to him. Allowed Gain to at least recover some health. We are at the 10-minute mark. Freezing Trap immediately into Mithrin. Does pop into bear form. Expecting anything like a stun from Gain or anything like that. As he's in cat form trying to approach, there's going to be some freebie range damage onto Gain. Bash onto the Hunter. Does get hit with the stun himself. Bike thrown at the Gain. But I think Gain's pet actually might have taken the hit with a bike. It didn't look like Gain's health moved with that bike connecting. Another freezer trap into Mithrin. It is going to be short. Does land the camo. And Mithrin just needs some kind of AoE to get Gain out. But he walks away from him. Oh no. He walks away from the guy. Mithrin getting hit in with an interrupt muzzle on the regrowth. It looks like Mithrin is not going to have too much help to deal with this kill shot. Kill command and Wargun is the last one left. Comes down to the last two. Survival Hunters with Gain. Not too many defensive available. Does have a turtle. Does not have a heal and he's behind on health. Dampening is at 38%. So not only so much you can really do with the heals. And I think Wargun might just have it. But we don't give up just yet. But maybe Safeguard is going to live long for a big dress. Does miss the kill shot. That looks like many batters that didn't last long at all. Gain popping away from the turtle. That's a lot of dots on him. Does throw a Crucible to keep himself alive a little bit longer. Does separate away from Wargun's pet. Stun onto Wargun. Trinkets out of it. Not a lot of health really left. And that's going to be down he goes. With Wargun taking out last hit. I like this kind of duels where everybody gets to play. I like when it comes down to just the last few people, man. With our Hunter bringing it back for his team, man. He did really, really good. Gotta give him credit, man. Gotta give him credit. Alright, boys, another duel, yeah? Another duel, yep. Another duel, yep. SLEUS 43, 44? Yeah. This round was cool. Yeah, I liked it too. Did you all see that typhoon and Peachy? Yo, that was a weird typhoon. Yeah. We were looking at the stream, like we saw you just gotta stand there for a second, just like throw. Thanks so much, bro. You're great. Yo, tell them we're gonna be doing it for quite a bit of time, man. If you want to keep doing the duels. Alrighty, we gotta start mixing you guys up a little bit. Boris and Milord played each other. Mithrin and Milord played each other. So Mithrin and Boris haven't played each other. So we're gonna have to do something like this, and maybe something like this. Do we have any more groups? Right now, roll call for any groups. If you have a 5 group ready to go, let me know. Dalaran hashtag 1340. Add me if you're a leader of that group of a 5-man on NA today. Was Hunter's Armory Gain? I mean, if you look him up, the name Gein, I think. If you look up the name Gain, you should be good. I claim the title of Pro Slayer. I like it, Michael. I like it. I thought the protection Paladin was going to be really, really rough. Yo, no tanks for these duels, boys. No healers, no tanks normally. Just to make it safe. I was thinking that Prop Pal was going to be that kind of guy that was just going to... Not that nothing wrong with the Paladin. No, nothing wrong with that guy in particular. But I was thinking it was going to be one of those Prop Paladin comes in, heals forever, takes forever to die, but doesn't die, and he just does almost no damage because, you know, it's a tank, it's not really DPS, and just slowly whittles people down and just out heals them like a holy paladin. That's what I was expecting, and the fact that he welded in the first duel, I was surprised, but I thought it was good. Because if it would have went the wrong way, it would have been bad. Chicago, do I have you added? Or does anybody in the group, do I have anybody in your group added Chicago? How you doing, by the way? No disc would be too good. Yeah, no disc. Yeah, no healers, no tanks usually. Making a group an alliance, 3 out of 5. All right, when you got a 5 out of 5, let me know. Hey, Dad, we have a group of 5. Chicago wrote you. I added you. Chicago, what is your real ID? Oh, could it be Chicago? Could it be Chicago? It probably could be Chicago. I don't know. You guys think? I'm really bad with names. Could it be Chicago? Maybe Chicago. Chicago. Whisper me real quick. Just anything. Tell me ready, and I'll get you versus Mithrin or Boris. Mithrin just played, so I guess we'll do versus Boris. And then we'll do Milord, Cheldra, and then whoever after with Mithrin. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. I like that. Perfect. Chicago with a Q. Right? Or is it with a G? Is it with a Q? It is with a Q. Works for me. You know, Russian, I was watching one of your duel streams, and he was reading Russian nicknames correctly. I was born in Russia. I haven't been to Russia in like... Okay, I was thinking those 2 rogues. Oh, we're good. Wait. No, we're good. I was thinking the Brew Captain's team just playing. No, they didn't. We're good. Chicago enhancement? Yo, I like it. I like it. Very brave of you. Very, very brave of you. Yeah, I was born in Russia, but I haven't been there in like years now. I'm as Americanized as American come, dude. I'm an American boy nowadays. I'm forgetting it a little bit, but I can kind of read it here and there. Speaking, I think I speak on a 5th grade level. I can kind of read it if you give me a second to read, to go through the letters. Switch. But yeah, just a little bit of Russian. Да, русский тут чуть один. Yeah. We got us a Sab box on team 1. Wait, did I switch? We got Sab box on team 1 with this team. We got Grimothy on Holy DK. Demoniac as a assassination rogue. Give him the assassination. Give him big old sass. Brew Captain, Windwalker, and Artemis. It looks like the team 2 already knows who they're going to be going up first with. Big Stupid is going to be first up. On the back of the team, we got ourselves Moonfellow. We got ourselves Lazy Cat, Kiwi Death, and Chicago on Enhancement Shaman. Trying to make a play. It's going to be Big Stupid engaging with Grimothy. Grimothy getting with a stun. Actually, lots of damage. Big Stupid got some big damage. Big stupid damage in there. IBF for Grimothy is popping. Lynchborn tried to use that runic power for death calls for himself. Going to be a massive steel trap to separate. Big kill shot right in the dome. Grimothy came out. It looks like Big Stupid had a big surprise for him. Looks like the pet sack. Oh, wait, pet dead. Oh no. How did the pet die? Did Grimothy kill the pet? It looks like it's going to be Brew Captain on Breaks getting hit with a freezing trap. That was the turtle shell used by Big Stupid to summon the pet. To get the pet back up and running. Tossing in nades from above the pillar in the middle, or tombstone in the middle. Disarm onto the hunter for a second. Brew Captain landing the stun. Going for a big blood of the aim and trying to make the big play. Going to be a bike onto Big Stupid. Fist of Fury is offline. Big damage. And Big Stupid does go for acceleration, but it's just too much damn. It is too much damn. Too big a damn. This damn is too big. Damn. Brew Captain landing a Karma onto Moonfella the Hunter is going to have to go for a lot of Vivifies to re-heal. Needs to play a very, very slow game if possible. Maybe with a bit of CC, probably lots of running, and Moonfella wants to probably end this ASAP. And with Survival Hunters, dude, they're kind of squid. I never really realized until we started doing a lot of these duels. I always felt like in arenas, Survival Hunters are kind of tanky, but in these duels, I'm like, wow, they're really, really squishy. But it's like, it's really, really cool. Actually, it looks like Brew Captain is the pet slayer. Taking out Moonfella's pet is going to be a freezing trap onto Brew Captain. He does have images onto Moonfella. It looks like the freezing trap trapped one of the images, not Brew himself, as he goes in for a disarm onto the Hunter. Leg sweep to follow. Big damage. Hunter has a trinket. Reviving pet immediately. Has acceleration. Is going to have to play this very, very carefully against the Monk, as the Monk actually doesn't have a lot of defenses left. It's going to be a chicken for that stun. And maybe Moonfella might be able to finish him off. Does get the damage there. Finds the damage. Real quick feign death into a manic bandage right afterwards. Might even be able to get himself a Kama. Artemis does get him in combat immediately. Throwing him nades. Getting the dots exchange. And Moonfella dropping down big eagles immediately. Is going to get a freezing trap onto Artemis's pet. Artemis feigns death as his pet recovers from her freezing trap and should be able to get continuous damage into Moonfella. Looks like Moonfella was the one that got attacked, but Artemis is the one who's behind in health, having to go for a turtle shell. Immediately try to go for a manic bandage, but the manic bandage for some reason stopped. Maybe there was some kind of a magic effect that was through. It looks like Artemis was not able to get himself full manic bandages, and Moonfella taking him out, just sniping him with a big old kill shot. Dropping a trap in case it is a rogue up next, and it is a rogue up next. Sadbox shadow step into a freezing trap immediately. Cheap shot into Moonfella. Does he have anything for it? Does have pet sag, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Unless, oh no, it's not going to be enough. So Ro comes in with 100 no health. Couple shadow strikes is all you need. Couple stabs here and there. And Lazy Cat is going to be up next. Get hit with a cheap shot. Trick is out of it immediately. Sadbox, perfect opportunity to go for a blind. Lazy Cat of Storms comes out for the druid into a wall. Big dress onto Sadbox. And Lazy just wipes him out. These are the quickest duels I think we've seen in a long, long while. And Demoniac is going to be trying to see if he can find Lazy Cat. Does not get him. Big income for Lazy Cat there. Demoniac hanging out by the eye. Doesn't pick it up just yet. That was a big burst there, boys. Big burst there with that. I really thought the rogue, like, he got a cheap shot onto the feral. He got thorns out of him while I was thinking blind. Reset. You'll be good to go. Demonic landing an opener onto Lazy Cat, getting some dots, waiting for the bark skin. Just gonna bail out. Left him dotted up, but he's gonna wait out until he can reset with the bark skin. Better come back at Lazy Cat again without bark. It looks like maybe Demonic might have picked up. He didn't pick up the eye. I thought he might have. I thought he might have, but he didn't. And Demoniac looking to approach Lazy. Opening up with a Garrod, getting some damage over time already. Waiting until kidney shot. If you can kidney shot him while in cat form, he might be a good spot. Shadow stepping away as the both are kind of just away from each other. Kidney shot on the Lazy Cat. Does he go for a Vendetta? Looks like he's just going to go for even more dots. Play into a double crucible. Single crucible. And Lazy Cat took a lot of the dot damage. Wait, he's actually kind of melting. If Demonic could somehow interrupt Lazy Cat's heals, that would have been huge. Lazy Cat landing a pounce onto Demonic. Big rake damage. Vendetta evasion available for Demonic. Might want to cloak for the thorns as well, as Lazy is just going to do lots of damage without even touching Demonic. Blind right afterwards. Another one of those situations where you Vendetta and then you have to blind. Demonic maybe landing a restyle. Does land the sap. Demoniac, do you have any burst at all left? As an assassin, sure, you could just use Vendetta, so it's super unfortunate. Kidney shot onto Lazy, who does have a bark skin, and that's going to be Demonic catching a Vanish Sheep Shot. So he goes for a Vanish, but he doesn't go for a full reset. Lazy does go for a bunch of heals. Keep a Demonic out in the open with the Ursals. I don't think he actually got him. It looked like he might have clipped him with it. Maim onto Demonic. Big Reaping Flames. Demonic does have a trinket this time for these duels. Into another stun, and Lazy gets a big old bite in there. That was a really quick one. Wait, Demoniac did the most damage? I guess none of the other duels lasted more than someone's health bar. I guess that kind of makes sense. Lazy and Moonfella nabbing 2 kills. Brew Captain and Sadbox nabbing 1? Really? Wow, I think we got to get the other team to play some more. We got to get somebody else against that team with Chicago. I think we'll have you go against Chicago. How does that sound? Who's ready to go against Chicago, boys? Who got a group? Look at Chicago back in. Mithrin's ready. Teldra, Milord. Probably good Milord against you. Probably send the pally at you. We'll get Mithrin or Boris versus Teldra at some point. We'll do it like that. 44, 45. Beautiful. Love the Chicago team. They did really good. We got to throw them against Milord, though. Because so far, Milord's team, haven't really felt, you know, super challenged yet, I think. And Chicago team did really, really well. So you got to throw them at Milord, you know what I mean? You got to test the metal. Mithrin is ready. Boris, Teldra, let me know if you guys are ready, unless Teldra is not doing more duels. Yo, what's up, William? How you doing, my man? Was there in for that burst? Yeah, I know, right, dude? Pharaoh's actually really, really bursty. Or really insanely bursty. Did it queue? I'll give it a second. Hope it queued. Dal not allowed to deal too strong. True. We didn't get to see the shaman play. That's where we're gonna get him back in there, fam. Fun to watch team comp? Yeah, definitely. I think there's from time I like variety, right? You guys can play whatever class you want, but sometimes with these duels we do so many of them. Eventually, we do get those juicy duels, and there's a good team comp, and it's just like it's a good pacing, right? You watch maybe like a hunter perform like crazy feats of escape and reset, but they are hunters, so they die pretty quickly, so you don't watch it too long. And then you see maybe like a warrior come in, blasting it, just surviving for as long as possible. I guess maybe we're like a really tough enemy, and then you have a feral come in, just a big burst to surprise you. It's just a flow that's different all the time because different classes are good at different things. Let's go rated. Added Argeuda. Okay, let me see if I can add you. Dalaran hashtag 1340, yeah. Argeuda. I see Anna. KGB. Uh-oh. The KGB after me, boys. Let me see. It's Argeuda? Ron Far. Almost Ron Fart. Angelius. It is RG. ARGE. Off-brand orbit. What? You add me like a lot earlier, or did you add me just now? Let me look. I'm really bad at these, and I might miss you. Amy, IRGE. Unscared. I'm going one by one because I'm really bad at these. Huh. Hold on. Oh, here we go. RG Yuta. Gotcha. Gotcha. There we go. Alrighty, let's get Chicago and Milord again. It didn't work last time for some reason. Making a group B tag, wish captain. Just added you. Sound good, man. Let me know when you got a 5-man, I'll add you. How does that sound? Seawork's doing this stuff? Yeah, I think Seawork's taking a little bit of time off. Where are outlaws? Well, so you know the law. So outlaws are outside of the law. That's where they are. Outside of the box of morals and such. They don't need that. It just holds you down too much. You know what I mean? All right, switch. We got ourselves a slight switch up, but mostly same people on Team Chicago with. We got Quick Death. Actually, what I call it Kiwi Death. It's Quick Death. Literally Quick Death. We got ourselves Moonfall as a survival with Kahana as a Retribution Paladin. Looking like, kind of like Esfen in a way. Like a Esfen's dad or something. Looks good though. We got Lazy Cat as well as Chicago playing that Enhancement Shaman versus Team 1 of Milord Pala. On his team, we got ourselves Dark Mility as a demon destruction warlock. Haven't got to play it all so far. Milord Pal as a Retribution Paladin. Dark as a sub rogue. We got Shiryu, who's gonna get yeeted in just a second, and we got ASUS Pichu as a feral. Good luck and have fun. Be out of form unless you're dueling. So Pichu, be out of cat form, please. Unless you're dueling, be out of stealth. Unless you guys are dueling. It looks like Chicago is gonna be first up versus Dark Militi. I actually got 2 Dark in here. We got Dark Militi and Dark the Rogue. So call him Dark, I guess. Dark Millie? You don't mind if I call you Dark Millie, right? Millie? Gonna be hitting those Casbles for a milli or 2. Remember when Casbles hit for actually a couple million? Some Diablo 3 stuff right there, dude. Chicago trying to avoid the Warlock as best as possible. It looks like Dark is just gonna have to see if he might be able to peep in with those Cataclysms around the corner. Chicago is just waiting out. I think he's gonna be dropping down maybe a healer totem into a mortal coil. Chicago does trick at the mortal coil and maybe get some damage in. That's going to be a sentence. Should give him quite a bit of range. Does drop down a tremor totem, and Dark Mility doesn't go for a fear. Actually still getting smacked around by those wind strikes from afar. Chicago should be able to get quite a bit of damage, but they are lagging quite a bit. Big Infernal dropping in, landing a fear onto Chicago. Should be able to get a Chaos Bolt off while they are in Ghost Wolf. Safeguard Trinket procking. Another Chaos Bolt on the way. Chicago is lagging pretty bad, as you can see. But they are able to move, they are able to play, they are able to heal. And Dark Milady is taking a bit of damage from afar. Looks like the Flame Shock is doing a number on him. And Chicago should be A-okay for now, dropping down. And what looks like another... No, that's not a healing totem, it's a Wind Fury totem. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was a heal totem. But he's going to have to wait out there because the healing totem. There it is. Now he does some heals. Chicago is going to be able to get some heals and get some Maelstrom from behind the pillar from the pet. Dark trying to see if he can find an angle on Chicago. Chicago playing into this group without a grounding totem. I mean, P2, Shiryu, Dark, although all are... oh, yo, P2, can you be out of cat... Milord, can you let P2 know to be out of cat form and out of stealth unless he's dueling? Thanks, fam, because Pharaohs sometimes give off a buff to the allies, which is like free healing. And with Dark critting as much as he does, you know, since he's Destro Warlock and all, it could be a bit of an unfair advantage with the heals. Let him know, my man. Thank you so much. It's going to be Chicago. Still trying to stay away from the Warlock as best as possible. Into a Succubus CC as Milady is going to land a Corruption into a Nimble. Just try to put whatever dots he can. No. Have him out of... You got to be out of cat. It's not you're far away. Just out of cat from unless you're dueling. Can you do that, my man? B2, please, man. Please. Because right now, Dark, every time he crits, he gets like a percentage heal while he's in cat form. If P2 is running on a talent. There's only so much we can do, boys. Corruption by Dark Media. Trying to make sure that Corruption is as long as possible in Chicago. Since he can never really get big Chaos Bolts off. Going to be a big burst coming out for Chicago. Big Bloodlust. Into a Sundering onto Midi. Dark Millie. As he's going to bail out. As soon as he sees that he doesn't have a lot of cooldowns, he's going to back out. Milady is going to be swapping to another Elemental. Chicago coming back in. As they continuously keep getting slowed. Back-to-back. Tremor Totem is down. It's going to be Chaos Bolts back-to-back. Chicago taking big damage while available. Needs to get himself a big heal. That's going to be Chicago almost down. That's going to sound onto Milady. Chicago needs more healing right now. Unless he can get Maelstrom or just run away and heal. Got super low on health. Literally down to 1%, I think. Which is a little bit rough. And Chicago is going to be chilling with an Earth Shield. Hasn't been able to really crack through the tough exterior of the Warlock. It looks like actually the Warlock is going to be swapping pets. Instead of the Succubus, actually going to go for an intro pet in Chicago. So now you can't even cast heal. You have to be going by Maelstroms every single time. Dark dropping down Infernal Fear on Chicago. Big Chaos Bolts ready. Going to be one Chaos Bolt. Second one getting interrupted, however. Chicago still taking lots of damage from the Infernal. And that's going to be down for the count. Not much you could really do in that situation. Kahana, as a Regimental Paladin, is going to be next. Walking into the fire of Dark Milady. That's going to be a big old bike. I think that bike actually hit the Infernal. Fear onto Kahana. Does bubble the Chaos Bolt. Infernal is still around. Could do quite a free damage to Kahana. It is going to be popping off wings. Big heals available. Big hammer hanging over Dark's head as he pops wall. Big Tempest Verdict's coming back at Dark. Looks like he's going to be going down as Kahana does end up taking him out. Looks like the Pharaoh's up next. Speedu is ready for the duel. Gets an open onto Kahana. Bob's still available for the Retribution Paladin. taking a big old dress to the face, trying to use the Ward of Glory to heal. I think it's about the only thing he can really do in this situation. Thorns available. Speed is making it harder for Kahana to really get a lot of healing. Trinket, that's going to be Flash of Light. Does go for a bite. Didn't even go for a Skull Bash, actually. Kind of surprised by the Skull Bash. My lord, you don't have to be in the corner like that, man. You're good. I think he has a Devotion Aura. Yeah, Devotion Aura, you can't really do much about it. Quick Death, trying to make a Quick Death happen for P2 is going to be popping off a wall on him into a stun onto Quick Death. That's going to be a blind right after. Yeah, my lord, I think you're fine. Yeah, I think we might just have to say that Devotion Aura for Paladins, it's okay, because I think it's only like a 3% damage reduction, which I don't think is going to win a lot of duels, and maybe there'll be some situations, but I feel like it's a small enough utility where it's like a priest buff or a warrior buff or a pally buff now, you know what I mean? Mage buff. I think it could be allowed, honestly. It's only 2% for Moret. Yeah, I think it'd be alright, honestly. And P2 is gonna be trying to see if he might be able to get some damage back to the rogue. That is an assassination rogue, so it's bleeds versus bleeds right now. With a bit of a hint of poisons for Quick Death, is going to land a root onto the rogue, looking for this regrowth, trying to catch himself a bit of a reset. Quick Death has a bunch of defenses ready if he needs to. Big trust coming out, I think, by P2. And Quick Death is going to be using an evasion. Kidney shot onto P2 as he pops and barks, and Quick Death landing the poison bomb proc back to back into P2. Actually, big poison bomb procs on him. But the druid does have a way to dispel himself off of poison, so it's going to be kind of hard to keep a lot of those dots on him. And what is this following you right now? Quick Death literally has an image of himself following him. That's going to be a big old zap for what looks like Quick Death. Big dress on the Pichu. It looks like big DFA play. Maim to follow the Pichu does come back. Oh my god, Pichu, how did you come back with that one? Maim, as you barely have any health, into big damage, does get himself a Swiftman in the last second. And that's going to be Thorns for the Druid, unless Lazy Cat does get an interrupt. Looks like it's going to be down for the count. The Lazy Cat should be able to take him out. And only 2 people left on team 2. Man, that was a lot of back-to-back, man. Lots of back-to-back there. Shiryu, Dark, and Lord Pallid, the last ones left. Only 2 people down on team 1, huh? That's a little rough. Who's it going to be next? Is it going to be the Milord Paladin? Looks like he's looking at Shiryu. It looks like Shiryu is approaching to at least set up a port. And that's going to be Lazy Cat there to greet him immediately, getting the dots up and running and looking to get the hell out of there. Shiryu burning in Tiger's Lust just to catch up. Landing an Incap at the Lazy Cat. Probably could get himself a big old stun. Does go for a leg sweep, but it's going to be a root by Lazy Cat. Shiryu did commit images into this one. Lazy poke it back out. Big dress into Shiryu, unless it was Shiryu's dress. Shiryu does choose to trinket that stun a little bit late though, but he does put it up. Ursul's Vortex on one side for Lazy is going to put Shiryu in there. Does catch a re-stealth into a re-opener with a rake, but the Karma comes out. Lazy looking to get away from that Karma ASAP. But if Fist of Fury is going to lock him down, is going to have to use Wall here. Big defensive getting used right now. Huge defensive usage right here. Thorns for Lazy is looking to maybe turn the damage back around to Shiri, who's going to land a port out of there. I'm just practicing, making sure I have the right people down. Fist of Fury flying for Shiryu. Lazy going in for the Barson. Maim onto the Monk. Maybe enough damage, trying to get the compounds together for a bite. Shiri super low, trying to heal himself, but I think it might be down. Actually, maybe it survives. Verify what was a delayed bite animation just now. Rake by Lazy Cat landing the Reaping Flame, taking him out, and that's going to be Dark. Next up as a Rogue. Wait, which one is Dark? Rogue? Dark is 3. Okay, cool. Now I got him. Oh, 3 and 3. Works out. Big heals coming out for Lazy Cat. Trying to recover as much as possible. Big cheap shots coming up for Dark as he's playing the big bursty playstyle. Lazy, unless he has an answer for it, is going to be down for the count. Dark does shrink it out of that Maim, trying to make sure that the Hunter, Moonfella, doesn't get the opener on him. What? Oh, Moonfella. It's not... Okay, he hit one guy. He thought he saw him. He's always probably tapping around, trying to tag. Thinking maybe I'll get him. Now it comes down to the 9-minute mark. Moonfella versus Dark. Sub-Rogue versus Survival. With Dark having big bursts available, still have Cloak of Shadows and Evasion. No Vanish though. So it might be a little tough for him. Has Dance available, so if he has Dance and a Trinket, this could be huge damage. And Moonfella, he can use the freezing traps properly. With Dark not having a Trinket, he could control the fight quite a bit. If he's paying attention, he knows that Dark no longer has a Trinket. So it could be pretty good for him. And Dark does get a distract. Maybe gets a sap on the pet. Or maybe sap on the Moonfella as the flare's about to come down. Potentially. Dark is just waiting. The longer this duel goes, the better it is for him. I mean, he got CDs he can be getting back. As Moonfella almost walking out of the flare. Peg get a sap. Flare onto Dark. Going to be disengaged for the Hunter. Dropping down some sort of a trap onto Dark, but it doesn't connect by the looks of it. No, it does connect. The freezing trap as Dark runs into it. Moonfella does feign death. Goes for Manning Bandage, but does give him a lot of healing recovery. Could be getting dots. Going to be the stun into Dark. A perfect opportunity for him to get all the dots up and running. Double nade as well as Super Sting available onto Dark. He's looking to get the Rupture back up and running onto Moonfella. Pet Sack available for Moonfella, or maybe Master's Call to give him more movement speed. Cheated, so he's able to run away. Dark popping off evasion. Hopefully enough evasion uptime in order to get damage onto Moonfella. Not to die quick enough. Getting shot onto Moonfella. Looking for a bit of a reset himself now. And Moonfella kind of lowish on health. Feign death for a second. Does remove any of the dots on him. Any of the bleeds. With a bit of a heal ready to go. Dark is just waiting for the stun DRs at this point. He has a Shadow Dance available, so the next Shadow Dance could be huge. Vanish does come out, does get flared out. Next dance is going to be huge. Does he get a dance off though? Super low in health, needs that dance right now. It looks like the pet is going to nibble away at him after a while. And looks like Moonfella going to be versus Milord Pala next. Jumping into a camp, and Milord Pala could give him an auto duel at this point. 39% dampener. Moonfella going to be coming in with a turtle, no acceleration. And most of his offensives there, minus Aspect of the Eagle, which is useful. I was able to say to some extent, but actually in PvP it's pretty heavily useful, isn't it? It must be. As my Lord Pallet teabagging his friend. The Feral Druid on his team. Freezing trap down. My Lord Pallet is going to run into it. Hodge and the Moonfella. No chicken available. My Lord Pallet popping up wings. Big Crusaders ready to go. Moonfella could turtle if necessary. Does go for a stun into my Lord Pallet. Bop available. And it's going to be Moonfella trying to gain some range for my Lord Pallet. Could turtle if necessary. Is going to be actually be able to take off Bop from my Lord Pallet. Feign death with a Manic Bandage immediately for Moonfella, trying to recover as much health as possible. My Lord Pallet did pop Bop. So that's going to be forbearance for a little bit. Forbearance is up. Stun onto Moonfella. No pet. Wow. Milord Pala just basically had it all in the bag. Took out the pet. No pet sack or nothing. He got through so much holy power. He went through so much holy power. He got the cooldown of Hodge back so quickly. And he's basically back to business. Big damage just came in. Bopped it. He could have bubbled even too. But a bop worked out for him. If maybe somehow Moonfella could have maybe recuperated, landed some sort of CC afterwards, well, he actually wouldn't be able to. What he could have done? I guess he could have used a freezing trap and went for a long game. I was thinking maybe use like a stun and then burn damage. And that's going to be, holy shit. Saj? How you doing, my man? Oh my god. Scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Hey. Yo, thanks so much, man.
5 years, and I gotta say that I never stop enjoying your content.
That's awesome.
And without being too simpy, I want to say great _Daljam.
Daljam, boys. Yeah, can we get a hashtag Sajuk in chat showing appreciation for one for the nation, my man, with them 20 bones, dude. Oh my god, 4-year viewer, 2.5-year sponsor, man. What a goddamn beauty, boys. Hashtag Saj in the chat showing appreciation, man. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're enjoying the stuff, dude. We're gonna have you more content with Shadowlands upcoming. I keep trying to get the mustache out of my face. Thank you so much, dude. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys, honestly. You, Arj, Yuta is still here. My lord is ready. We got Mithrin. Let's get Mithrin and Yuta versus each other. How did that sound? How did that sound to you, boys? Mithrin and Arj, Yuta 5. Here we go. Send me for yours, mage too. Hell yeah, dude. You want to join 5V5 1v1? Yeah, handstands. You're more than welcome to, dude. More than welcome to. Fridays for EU, Saturdays for NA. This is that for Challenge with this PvP changes. Let's go, boys. Can't wait, man. Survival seems fun. It is really cool. I even like survival in PvE. It's not super popular in PvE, but I like it a lot. It is bodies dinner. True, dude. True. Actually, did I even get dinner yet? I might need to think about it. Yeah. Join a group. Yeah. You guys want to join? If you want to find out how to join the groups, you join LFG. You don't need to like. I don't organize. I don't put people into groups. You just need to join in the LFG, man, and you're good to go. Alrighty, boys. Big arena, big place. Switch. We got ourselves team 2 with. We got ourselves Big Stupid leading the charge. In the back, we got ourselves Velfida as a Frost Mage by the looks of it. Offie DK as a Unholy Death Knight. Yep, Unholy Death Knight. Peachy in the back as a. Oh, it's actually Tsubaki as a. Looks just like Peachy. I mean, all boomies look the same, am I right? We got ourselves Gain as a Survival Hunter as well. Versus team 1, we got ourselves Mithrin as a Feral with Casimeris as. Oh, interesting look for a Windwalker Monk. Got us a Chula in the back with Hasu as a Beastmaster Hunter popping off versus Gain, doing quite a bit of damage. Feign death for Gain, gets himself a big shield. Freezing Trap sitting behind him. Does he run into it? Is it his Freezing Trap? It looks like it might be Hasu Freezing Trap actually. Or maybe not. I think it actually might have been Gain's Freezing Trap. As Gain does help him back to Hasu and does hit him with a Steel Trap. The Bassus on one side, Gain is going to have a Hunter on the other. Better be aware as Bassus is attacking him. Does pop a Turtle Shell with some many benefits. Has to try to keep him out in the open. Trying to get those kill shots in there. Kill commands in there. Gain get hit with a Freezing Trap for a second. Has to. Not in a good spot. Probably should put his bed back. Needs himself a bit of a heal. Playing with a Rapture. I don't know if he's playing with... if he should not be playing with a Spirit Beast. As does give a heal. Looks like Hassa is going to be going down. Definitely as a Brewmaster, as a Beastmaster, you're not playing with a Spirit Beast. We got us as Wargren also on that team. How you doing, my guy? And Cass Amaris utilizing the new character customization, trying to look unique and really doing a pretty good job. I like the blue hair got going on, man. Bluish hair. You got them blue chi orbs on the side while having more of a casual look. Has a really down-to-earth staff for his character. I like that. I think it looks really, really cool. Gain is going to be able to gain this advantage from range stun into Cass. Into an in-cap by the Monk. Looking to get some big damage with a Fist of Fury. While he got himself Karma rolling, it's also going to be Serenity. He cannot really get too much damage to Gain. Does get him hit with a leg sweep. Maybe big damage, big kicks available. Fist of Fury is still flying. That's going to be a Freezing Trap off of that Karma. Gain does go for Feign Death. Trying to give himself at least a little bit of a buffer of a shield. And still going to go back to having that range advantage. She's engaging away from Cass. He's going to land us low into a rodent to Gain. Gain has nowhere to go. Not a lot of defensive. Cass can maybe somehow collect his damage together. He might be able to do something to Gain. But he's dropping super low, actually. It's going to be Fist of Fury, but the grenades still go through. And Gain does end up taking out 2 back-to-back from a Beastmaster Hunter into a Windwalker Monk. Mithrin landing that opener onto Gain. Freezing Trap is going to stop him, but a Trinket is going to keep him running. Getting a big old bite into Gain as he does gain Exhilaration back up. Stun onto Mithrin. Feign Death into a camo, but it looks like the pet probably has some kind of a dot on him. Or Gain has some sort of a... Ooh, Scare Beast by the Hunter. We don't get to see this ability used a lot, but Gain actually using it. Looks like Gain still has quite a few dots though, and I think he's going to be down for the count with a Moonfire, and Mithrin ends up taking him out with that one. Going to be a big stupid, I think, doing a Hunter's Mark immediately before Mithrin can even catch a reset. So Mithrin is already going to be a little bit behind Stun, but big stupid as he dives behind the pillar next to Mithrin. As a Roar comes out for Mithrin, doesn't go for a Cyclone onto Big Stupid. Could have went for a clone off of that Roar. If you had Big Stupid free off of all dots. As Mithrin looking to get some big dots into a main, going to be a Trinket. Human Racial for Big Stupid. And Chula is going to be up next as a Feral as well. Does get hit with a Flare. So if Big Stupid can get him into a Freezing Trap, maybe Hunter's Mark. Going to be Trinket for Chula, and Big Stupid does get into a camo. Gets away from Chula. Is going to hit him with a Hunter's Mark. It looks like the Hunter is able to get away scot-free. Got away very, very quickly. Getting the dots up and running onto Chula, into Crucibles right after. And just gonna kind of let the pet do work for a bit. Chula did use a Trinket, so for Big Stupid, this is a perfect situation. If he's paying attention, if he's as an add-on to track it, then now he knows that Chula doesn't have a Trinket. Should be able to control him the whole duel. Should be pretty good for him. Chula did catch up on all their health back. That's going to be a stump of Big Stupid as he is approaching Chula. They're only just coming in cautiously, getting the dots up and running, throwing the Crucible. Not really looking to get a big Mongoose Bite damage out of nowhere, actually. Looks like he found himself some burst. That's going to be a big old kill command. A kill shot onto Chula. Just found burst out of nowhere. I guess he was getting dots and maybe getting good procs. He was like, oh, there's a pop cooldowns. Ha! Big hit with a Mongoose Bite. Big kill shot. And Wargren's the last one left on his team. Last one to fight through team 2. Who... It looked like they had a full team alive, but actually the Hunter, I think, left. So because the name got changed with Sobakis now. Is going to be going for a Scarab Beast onto Big Stupid's pet. Dropping down a Steel Trap onto Wargren. Wargren got quite a bit of dots onto Big Stupid. Feign Death coming in for Big Stupid to get himself at least a shield for just a second or two. Let's go Wargren with a Feign Death into a Turtle, into a Manic Bandage just to make sure he gets a little proper reset. Scarab Beast onto Wargren's pet. As Big Stupid looking to get the dots, but that's going to be him getting hit with a Steel Trap. Stun into Wargren. Wargren trinketing out of it. And Big Stupid still has a lot of pressure. Big dress coming out from Wargren onto the other Hunter. Scarab Beast onto Wargren's, but he's scaring his beast. He's scaring my beast, I'll scare your beast. The Big Stupid, not a lot of health rail available. This pet is actually doing quite a decent damage. Feign Death coming out for Big Stupid with a camo. It looks like he actually has a full camo off. And Wargren does not have a Hunter's Mark on him. Big Stupid feigning death if he is running the Honor Talent, which I think he is. It does remove all magic effects. And Hunter's Mark is a magic effect. The Big Stupid throwing down a flare, almost catching Wargren out in the open, but 2 Hunters again for a reset. Trap getting laid down, and Wargren doesn't even realize he's right next to Big Stupid. Stupid picking up the... It's so bad calling you Stupid, but that's like part of your name. Big Stupid picking up the eye. Stomp of Wargren as he's a little bit behind on health. Going for the big eagle play, trying to get those Mongoose Bites in there. Big Stupid goes in for Feign Death for a second, getting a Manic Bandage. So is Wargren as well. Trying to recover. Wargren getting hit with a stun. Big Stupid might be able to get himself big damage here. Does have cooldowns available if he wants to. Might be able to really capitalize some in here. Maybe it's a big burst at a kill shot. Wargren is super low. Maybe a kill shot is what he needs right here. Kill shot taking him out. I think it was a Survival Hunter 1v4 maybe? No, 1v3. Gain got 2 kills. Big Stupid got 3. We gotta get Big Stupid in Gain, I think, against Milord, man. I think we gotta get him against the boy. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another one going, yeah? Let's get you versus Milord, man. And that's gonna be Yuta, right? Yuta, keep your group. Keep your group. We'll get you guys versus Milord. When you guys are ready, let me know. Your mechanic is maxed off. Speaking about Scarab Beast, what if a Hunter tames a mechanical beast? Are those still beasts? Can those still get hit by Scarab Beasts? Because they're technically machines. Aren't they? Do they still get scared like beasts? Is that a big brain play? Somebody said machine. I was thinking, loving these duels? Hell yeah. I'm doing the rest so I can be ready for Shadowlands. That's awesome, Mithran. That's good, man. That's good for you. Yo, Yuta, let me know when you're ready, fam. Ready, sir? Hell yeah. Let's throw you guys against Milord Pala. Milord. Here we go. You doing Duels on NA or EU? NA for today. EU is Friday, Saturday is NA. Beast is the name. So if you have a mechanical machine pet, you can't scare it. Again? Hope you have a good duel. See you on the street in the realm of death. Sounds good, Mithran. I mean, it makes sense to me, but like, I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. Someone needs my name. Lazy Storm Rage. There we go, my dude. Alright, gonna queue again. Yuta, Milord. Hopefully it queues. Hopefully it works. Hey, Russian. You always been able to pronounce Russian names. Yeah, I'm Russian. Every time I eat Taco Bell, I'm rushing to the restroom. You know what I mean? You got some shamans this time. Get some shamans? Yeah, we had Chicago. Maybe next time. We had EU duels. You should have been there for the EU duels. We had shamans there. Something's happening, so someone is in queue. Alright, Milord and Yuta, leave queue real quick. Leave queue, and I'll queue you guys again in 30 seconds. How does that sound? Everybody leave queue, I'll queue you guys in 30 seconds. What class you playing? Main Rogue, 100%. You guys, we're covering the best of Sub Rogue and Plus. There's a lot of good ones. Let me see. Let me take a look at the rogues, sub-rogue. They actually have some sims on the rogue Discord. So this isn't perfect, right? This isn't perfect. This isn't final numbers or anything, but this is the current numbers in the last build. So these are the sims, right? Of sub-rogue on Patchwork, which is a single target boss, and Dungeon Slice. You can see Kyrian with combat meditation, lead by example, Necrolord, and the damage difference here, the absolute gain here. It's actually really close to sub-rogue no matter what you play here, but in AoE it looks like Faye is pretty good. Looks like Grove Invigoration is really good for Faye. Ventir is really good. Kyrian is pretty good. Necro looks like a little bit behind on AoE, but it's only a by hair, as you can see. But it's all really close to one another. Extremely close to one another. But yeah, so you take a look at this. Screenshot it if you want to. It's on Rogue Discord if you want to get it too. Or public. Yeah, so it's not the set in stone in the end. I feel like you should play whatever covenant you like. I mean, if literally the difference between sub-rogue covenants is between the 0 point whatever number, I don't think it matters. You should play whatever you enjoy the most at that point. You know what I mean? Play whatever you like. What do you think is going to be better for you? All right, Yuta and Milord requeuing you guys real quick. We should be good to go. Tiger's Peak. Where the tigers are hanging out in changing rooms and taking a peek. Alrighty, boys. I like this song as part of the mix, by the way. Is this part of a... There we go. It actually fits it. I think it fits the duels pretty well. Alrighty, boys. Give me a good motherfucking duel, boys. Give me a good one. Bring everything you have into this one. Switch. What do we have? We got ourselves Team 2 with Dark Mility going for a Demonology this time with a Tyrant. Somebody in Tyrant early on. Looks like they're probably not going to be going first, otherwise they wouldn't do it. Milord Palace a Retribution. We got Shiryu as a Windwalker with Pichu as a Feral. And we got ourselves Dark. Be out of cat form, be out of stealth unless you're dueling, boys. Women's can stay in booming form. I don't think you actually get any benefits. We got ourselves Big Stupid on the other team as Survival. Velfita as a Frost Mage. First up, the team is going to be Tsubaki as a Boomkin. In the back, we got ourselves Alfie Deke as Unholy and Gain. Tsubaki popping out with a Cyclone. Does get a Cyclone onto Shiryu. Building up a couple of rats to get himself an Eclipse. Is going to get himself a Regal. Shiryu is looking to approach the Tsubaki in cap into a potential Lexi Trinket into a Roar as he does stop the images of Tsubaki from doing damage. Trying to land a Cyclone, does get interrupted. Bash onto Shiryu, does force a Trinket out of the Monk. Looking like he's just going to sprint away from Shiryu. Throwing in those Crucibles at the Boomy as Tsubaki looking for a reheal real quick. That's going to be Boomy versus a Windwalker. I'm actually very interested who's going to end up winning this one. Cyclone onto Shiryu. Since he doesn't have a Trinket anymore, Tsubaki should be able to have the full control of this duel. Is going to land the Integral Roots into Shiryu. Does he have Lust? Does going to burn Lust in order to get after him. And Tsubaki popping into bear form for a second. Thorns are up. Shiryu going to attack the Thorns. Looks like he's going to commit some images into a Diffuse Magic, trying to reduce the amount of magic damage he takes. Bark's available for Tsubaki. Going for a disarm onto Shiryu, trying to stop the Fist of Fury, which is actually going to be, I think, pretty major here. If he can stop those. There's going to be Zowen coming out. Shiryu still holding on to an interrupt. Tsubaki trying to see if he can juke a kick. Doesn't get to. And it's actually going to be behind the health because of it. Big Fist of Fury. Tsubaki might be down for the count here unless he has summon. Looks like Tsubaki does go down. Trying to juke the Cyclones onto Shiryu. Probably wasn't a good idea. Held his burst for quite a while too. He didn't use Incarnation. Didn't really get a lot of his other bursts available. And that's going to be a Velfita up next as a Frost Mage. Dropping down big the Frozen Orb onto Shiryu. Is he playing with a pet? I think he's not playing pet play at all. I think he's just a Lonely Winter Mage. Lonely Winter Frost Mage. Drop down a Frozen Orb onto Shiryu. Needs to get those Novas into Shiryu to get the big old Shatter combos on him. If you can even catch up to him in the first place, this Shiryu is going to be rolling away. Actually, I think you might just need to mount up at that point. But if you're just taking a sweet time, just walking. Going for a stroll, staying away from Shiryu. Does blink in there. I don't know if they're playing normal blinks or shimmers. Maybe shimmers. That's going to be Trinket out of Alfida, out of the leg sweep. Landing the Frostbolts onto Shiryu. Does go for a big flurry into Ice Lances, but Shiryu is going to bail behind the pillar. Alfida does have a limited amount of health. I don't know what kind of a covenant, what kind of a Covenant. Essence are they going to be playing for this one? If they're playing if they're playing Crucible, maybe it could be pretty good for South Hills. I think they are playing maybe Crucible. Blinking away from Shiryu's Fist of Fury. Shiryu getting a big setup, trying to go for a root. Lafita might have to go for an Ice Block here. Does Ice Block, and Shiryu goes in for a Whirling Dragon Punch. Going to be an interrupt onto the Monk, interrupt onto the Frost for Lafita. Has Arcane if he wants to go for it. Trying to go for an Invis, but looks like Shiryu is going to be able to get him out in the open. Not much you can really do in that situation, I guess. And Shiryu taking him out with Afi DK landing a stun on Shiryu. Trying to go for big damage. Double stun from the stun as well as the pet. Shiryu does trinket out of that stun. Dropping down big army of the dead. And Shiryu bailing away from all this monstrosity. Trying to see if he can stay away. Unless Afi DK has a grip or chain of ice to slow him down. Shiryu still looks like he's actually just going to get mauled by all those pests. So much damage. Karma reversing damage to Afi DK right after popping an IBL from this leg sweep. Just trying to see if he can take up this damage until the Karma is over. Because then Shiryu is still going to get re-mauled by all even more pets. Barely alive. It looks like he might just be able to survive. Afi DK having to pop Lichborn in order to survive the Karma damage from Shiryu, as he did push in quite a bit of damage back to the Death Knight. It looks like Shiryu does survive it. Barely survives it, but does survive it. That's a big damage out of that army. Huge damage. It looks like he actually was able to take out the Ghoul, unless Afi DK decided to reset his own Ghoul. And maybe that's what happened. But Shiryu got himself plenty of health. Jin coming back very soon. No Karma for a while. This is going to snipe Afi DK with a Crucible or two as he is trying to kind of get around the arena, try to find a better angle to fight against Shiryu. Afi DK is going to be behind on health. He does have Death Pact, using that early in a duel like here, and stayed away from Shiryu. He's eventually going to be able to get all that health, like denecrotic out. Also has Anti-Magic Shell for the next Karma, I guess. Because Shiryu doesn't really have a lot of magic hits, really. He's not really much of a magic man as a monk. But Afi DK, I think he's just waiting for Abomination. Got full Abomination. He got a Apocalypse. Everything ready. Leg sweep onto Afi DK. Doesn't have a human Rachel, I don't think, to get out of this one. But might need to get a little bit more aggressive. AMS available. Trying to get some resources up and running. Summoning the Army of the Dead. There's going to be a Karma for Shiryu. And Afi DK eating all that Karma again as the pets are going completely ham. Afi DK is going to take a lot of this pet damage from it. But the Karma does get through. Shiryu's taking lots of damage from these pets. Continuous damage. Doesn't have any more defense. Just trying to see if he can survive this just through Vivifies alone. And looks like he's going to be A-okay. Looks like he found himself some heals. Maybe with a Warlock Hellstone from Dark. Maybe that's what's keeping him alive. Rolling over to Afi DK with a big Fist of Fury flying. Trying to make the damage play, and that's gonna be Afi down. Doesn't even touch a death or anything. It's just big damage at the end out of nowhere, it felt like. So you're landing an in cap into Big Stupid. He's just trying to roll out of there. And Big looking to get some big damage. This is one more kill shot. Doesn't even need a kill shot. The dots are gonna take Shiryu out, I think. Unless he doesn't get it. Does get the dot. Kill shot from afar and does land it in the back of the dome. P2 is gonna be up next. As a Feral Druid, it looks like it's up to Gain and Big Stupid to take it back for their team as we're hitting the 5-minute mark. Big Stupid is going to be, I think, using Human Racial. Yeah, he is going to be using Human Racial to get out of the P2 stun. P2 just unloading mass barrage of damage Crucibles back to back. While available for the Feral, Big Stupid got himself Aspect of the Eagle, trying to go for a Scarab Beast. Pichu does shift out of form for it just in case. As Pichu got himself big incarnation damage. Has a lot of pressure. Big bleeds up to Big Stupid. Big Stupid is going to take a lot of damn. Better get some CC onto Pichu. Needs Manic Bandage. Maybe even a camo. As we hit in that 10% dampener, looks like Big Stupid is going to get the Hunter's Mark onto Pichu. We'll always know where he's at. Might as well wait out until the Feral's Incarn is gone. And then maybe come back to him afterwards. But for this Hunters, these two Hunters, trying to temper your playstyle and take it bit by bit is going to be a little bit tough. I'm not going to lie. It is going to be a little bit tough. And Pichu is hanging out all the way super far out. Big Stupid does pick up the eye, even though he still has a Hunter's Marker to Pichu. I don't really know if he really needed to pick up the eye. Pichu getting double Crucible in there, drop it down, freeze the trap. Does Pichu walk into it? He was so close and walks into it. Into a stun by Big Stupid right after, getting the dots up and running into a Scarab Beast of the Pichu. I guess he's just going to go for a more of a CC heavy, just a dot chain spree, playing maybe a bit of a Warlock playstyle here. Manic Bandage available to get all those dots off him. Pichu trying to get the bleeds back in. Trying to put those bleeds back onto Big Stupid. Hitting the 7-minute mark, 60% dampening. It should start getting maybe a little bit rough for these guys, especially as the hunters are not really a healing spec, except, you know, many bandage. I guess that could count as a heal. Pichu, on the other hand, has big old regrowths to keep him running. So if a Big Stupid, no one, Pichu actually doesn't run a trinket. Does Big Stupid realize this? Drop down a freezing trap, and that's gonna be Pichu not running into it. Dress does get split between him and the pet, but still lots of damage to Big Stupid. Does turtle, feign death to remove any of the magic effects into manic bandage to remove the dots off him. And Pichu has plenty of damage to maybe do something to the pet. Looks like Pichu does have a trinket. It doesn't show up in the UI, but he does have a trinket. There it was. Just use it. Maybe he's using like an heirloom trinket or something along those lines. Maybe, potentially. Hard to tell, but it's gonna be Pichu kind of low, needs a bit more healing. It looks like he actually might be done and done. Doesn't get a main much of Big Stupid. Should be able to maybe recover. Needs heals immediately. Big Stupid is a perfect opportunity right now to get at Pichu. If you can use that mobility to get next to him, get him low enough. Kill shot should be good enough. Nope. Looks like that is gonna be Hunter's call isn't gonna, Master's call isn't gonna be enough to keep him running, but Pichu super low. The kill shot comes through. Second one down, and Dark is gonna be up next. Sub Rogue with vengeance here. As Big Stupid does have a pet next to him, his trusted pet. Does he drop down a freezing trap? Did he see that Dark was maybe stealth? Freezing trap comes in. Immediate trinket for Dark. Big dress onto Big Stupid, who's gonna try to disengage away from the rogue. Turtle shell not available. Exhilaration used to happen. Does get exhilaration, but looks like it's going to be down and done. As Dark takes him out and gain. Try to see if he might be able to gain some advantage over Dark. Maybe Flare on one side, Pet on the other. And Dark is going to mount up. He knows he's not going to be able to catch a proper reset. Into a harpoon onto Dark. Does hit him with a 100's mark. Dark is going to take a bit of damage. Kitten shot onto Gain. Does Gain do anything for this? Wait, Gain is 5? Oh my god. I have to go through so far from a keyboard. Knock back at a Dark into a stun. Again, Dark doesn't have a trinket anymore. Has a vanish, has a cloak, has evasion if necessary. And Gain is just going to keep throwing dots onto him. Dark maybe goes in for a vanish. Looks like he does get a vanish off. If only Gain put a flare on there, it might have been much harder for Dark to get himself a reset. It looks like there was a cloak of shadows as well, but Dark someone got him out of stealth just for a second. Is Gain going to be able to get on top of him? Does flare him out? Maybe can get the pet on him. The pet does smell the rogue. It does run for him for a second, but Dark does fade back into the shadows. Does fade back out of line of sight. Gain forced to pick up the eye to see if he can find Dark again. If we just hit him on the 100's mark, he'll be able to basically have 100 mark on him forever until the next Cloak of Shadows. And Gain is looking to maybe get near him. Doesn't know if the pet is nearby. Dark, Shadow Step at 2. Gain going for a cheap shot. Going to be a trinket for Gain with a human Rachel. Another cheap shot by Dark as he got a lot of damage going into a freezing trap onto Dark. Gain. Feign death into a manic bandage. Should be able to keep Dark in the light, really. Because Dark was staying in the dark, but he throw down a flare. Different story. Knock back onto the rogue, but he does Shadow Step back on top of Gain into a stun. Does Gain have any damage? He has cooldowns, but he does want to keep his distance. Aspect of the Eagle coming in. Going to be Chalkham's getting thrown in. Almost walking into a steel trap, but looks like the evasion might have let him walk through it. Could you evade a trap? Can you dodge a trap as you walk into it? It's kind of weird, I think. And Gain going to get hit with a blind as Dark is super low. Got dots on him. Having to swap to the pet. Does he get enough heals? He does get himself, I think, one sippy cup. Needs to get himself. Oh, needed to get himself a reset, but Gain just waited long enough until the pet had him in low enough, and then kill shot. Dark almost caught a reset there. Dark is going to be up next. The second Dark Mility as a Demonology Warlock, playing Curse of what is it? Curse of something. It's an auto talent. Also, Curse they went back to baseline. Curse of Tongues, Curse of Weakness, Curse of Fracture, is it? Maybe Fracture? It's what curse is that, boys? What curse is that? That's the one that reduces your health, your maximum health by like 20% for a couple seconds, 20 seconds maybe. Double stun by Dark onto Gain, as Gain is actually just getting ravaged by all those demons. Dark just needs to get even more pets in there and go for a big old tyrant. Gain is still continuing to take damage even from those imps. That's going to be enough where his safeguard trinket is going to be proccing. Threw down a trap for one of the Doggas. The Doggas have it to sit there in the corner like as if it did something wrong. Dark just waited until the next stun he has, and that's going to be Turtle Shell out of Gain. Going for a fear, I think, on the pet. Trying to see if we can get the dots onto the Hunter. Freezing trap on Dark. But there's going to be no camo for you as the other pet, the main pet, the Felguard. Just goes in for a big old Blaze Storm. Dark, they're super low on health. The Warlock could be going down here. Maybe kill shot is needed. Kill shot comes out, Drain Life comes in. And last grenade takes him out, and Gain is going to have that advantage there. But Milord Pala is maybe a little too close. It looks like he's trying to give him an honor duel. It's going to come down to these two. Milord Pala giving Gain an honor duel. Gain better take advantage of this honor duel and make something out of it, man. He's starting to go, I think, for a bow. There it goes. You go for a bow yourself? He said him something. I think he thanked you, maybe? He told him something, slash something. 50% dampening, 30%, 13 minutes into the duel. Gain. I don't know if he has a trinket, but Milord Pala is coming in with full cooldowns for this. Gain setting up traps for Milord Pala, knowing that the Paladin is going to come at him with a knockback trap. Stone into Milord Pala, trinkets out of it. Gain maybe could disengage out of it. Does go for disengage. Trinket is available for the Hodge, and Milord Pala has big wings damage ready to go, but he just can't catch up to Gain. Having to use all that holy power just to heal himself, but at 50% dampening, it's actually quite a big damage healing reduction. Maybe Milord Pala could bubble this. Gain does feign death into a camo with a big mending bandage. You might just wait out the wings at this point, as he does have a mark for death onto Milord Pala. Looks like he was able to get the Hunter out in the open into a stun. Big Tempest Vertex coming out. I think Milord Pala has him here. No, hammer, not enough damage. Acceleration coming out. Maybe Milord Pala was way too early to celebrate that. Thought the next global would be it. And I think he's still thinking the next global is just going to be enough. Gain trying to fight it tooth and nail. Milord Pala was going to be Gain with a bit of a shield. Freezing trap on Milord Pala. Does he bubble this to prevent mending bandage? Looks like he's going to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to hold on to it as the steel trap comes out. Gain still continuing to get damage onto Milord Pala. Stuns and bubble comes out. Gain not a lot of defense that he can really use here. Milord Pala getting a slow into Gain. Next Hodge could be deadly. Gain trying to get himself as much self-healing as possible. Hodge, and that's going to be Milord Pala with wings. Still BMing. You still BMing it. He's like, oh, I totally got it. I totally got it. Look, just one more global. That's all it takes. But it does come down as these boys fight tooth and nail to the very last. Team 1 with those double Survival Hunter had a little bit of a rough opener, but the Survival Hunters did bring it back to the brink. But I don't really know. Survival Hunter, can the Survival Hunter beat a Paladin in the end? I think it's a hard call. I think it's actually a really hard call. Dalaran pick us ready with Brew. Alright, Brew, let me know, man. Red is so cringe. You don't like red? Pala's OP. Pala is, yeah. I think once we get to level 60, hopefully it'll be a little different. We'll see what final tuning says, right? I want to see what final tuning is going to bring us. Cocky? It is a bit cocky. I was kind of thinking, what if this Hunter somehow brings it back after that cocky play? Hey, now can we try our luck? I'm with Brew. Yeah, Brew. Do you have Brew added? Who else do you have? Does anybody? Do you have anybody on Brew's team that has me out on Real ID? Yes or no? Best heals, Bubble Freedom, Pally. Fine. Yeah. Do they have the best heals? I think they might actually, because Holy Power and then being able to get Word of Glories back to back is actually huge. I remember when they first added Word of Glory back into the game, and Palos were like, "Dude, what am I gonna do with the Word of Glory? Why would I need to use a Word of Glory?" Awful. When I was like, wow, Paladins can heal now. That's kind of cool. And we're like, dude, I'm always going to Tempest Verdict. What do you mean? Where are we now? Running around spamming Word of Glory. All your holy power into Word of Glories. Like as if there's nothing else to press. Umbrium. Which captain? Alright, let me add him. Wish captain, there we go. Gotcha. Who else do we need? He's wish captain. He's doing Dal. How you doing? What's up, Bill and Zach? How you doing, my man? We got wish captain. Who are we gonna get you wish captain? Yo, Boris, Teldra, Chicago. Are you guys still around? Yes or no? Because we can get you guys in here, man. Milord, one more. I mean, Milord. We can get Milord in there. Sphere Warrior, they're pretty cool. They're fun. They didn't change too much. Red Palace. We want mobility and survive against casters. No problem. Here's damage. True. I won't disagree. I wouldn't disagree. Yeah, I think a lot of Palas will actually be like people that play Pala regular, like Atham, and he's even said he's like, I'm actually okay with losing all damage. Just being able to move and have like cool utility that's what you want. Is have better sustained damage rather than all about wings. It's just a lot good in PvP. Yeah, they seem to be pretty okay. Chill Pills, please. If Chill Pills is around, man. I haven't seen him in chat today, I don't think. Yeah, Wish Captain might have to get you guys versus Team Lord Pala. Which is alright. Fury go for PvP? I think Fury might be okay for PvP. Of course, Arms always has advantage in PvP because of Mortal Strike. We'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. I've seen people on the beta try Fury to make it work. But I think a lot of people... I think if anything, Arms is going to be good. Fury could be good. I think if you put it in time, you might be able to make it good. Can join one of these? Yeah, more than welcome to, man. One of the on 1v1? 1v1s? Well, these are 5v5 1v1s, but yeah, they're also 1v1s. You're more than welcome to. We do this through LFG, so you don't ask me to join. You just gotta join any of the groups that are up. Normally, you find them in a pre-made group, or player versus player pre-made group, custom PvP. You find a group. To find them, you hit 5 on the keyboard, enter, and there it is. Trying to find some groups. Well, fluffy business trying to make a group. Let's go, dude. All right, let's get Wish Captain versus Milord. And we'll see where we're at after. We might do one more. We might call it there. We'll see. We'll see. Milord and Wish Captain. Cool, cool. Because tomorrow, boys, I'm going to take a day off. Because Monday is the actual Shadowlands release. We're going to be streaming the leveling. It's going to be... basically, it's going to be me leveling while the stream is up. So it's not really as much of like a event for level. I guess it is kind of an event. But we are going to be like hardcore grinding, dude. So I was even thinking maybe not stream it. Just because I was really just kind of thinking I'm just going to put my balls to the wall and just grind out the levels. But I'm thinking might as well stream it. Let's check out Survival Hunter and SL. They're really good for PvP. I think they're going to still continue to be good. I'm really hoping that they might be okay for PvE. They're super fun to play in PvE, in my opinion. Especially when you don't go Mongoose Bite playstyle. In my opinion, I don't like Mongoose Bite that much. I kind of like using all the talents in that same row. And I like going for a more dot heavy playstyle, focusing on damage instead of Mongoose Bite really just kind of taking things over. So I'm hoping in the future that would be a possible build. Or Blizzard should just make Mongoose Bite baseline at that point. Like, at that point, you know? But I think they're fun. I enjoy them a lot. Switch. We got ourselves Team 2 with Koopy as a sub-rogue. We got ourselves Brew Captain's Windwalker. Gonna be a Vireth. Oh, look at like Maldraxian a little bit, isn't he? Looks a bit of got a little bit of Maldraxian colors to it, doesn't he? Oh my god. Vireth as a DK. We got a Grimathy as another Death Knight. Sad Box is yet another rogue, and Vireth is going to be going up versus Team Lord Palo as a Retribution. We got Cherry in the back as Windwalker. We got ourselves Dark Mility getting surrounded by zombies, but got quite a bit of a pressure onto Vera. Damage-wise, gonna go for a port, could go for a gateway if necessary. More to call into Vera, as he does go for a dark death pack with his health. That's gonna be anti-magic zone, but he walks right out of it. Does interrupt the chaos ball. That's gonna be a port for Dark Milty. As he takes lots of damage from those pets. Huge damage trying to go for a chaos ball while walls up. Verith is not in a good spot, getting wiped out. Oh no, and we got ourselves Pichu in the back as well as Dark. As Team Milord Pala has been basically, I think, unbeatable tonight. Grimathy is going to be up next. As it looked like here, Dark Mility just blew up for a second, but it is going to be an interrupt on that Casball, taking him out. And Shiri is going to be up next. Grimathy is going to take this whole army of the dead into Shiri right afterwards. Quite a lot of damage from all the zombies walking away from Shiri on this Fist of Furious. And Shiri does go for a diffused magic, lots of that damage reduction from the magic effects. Grimathy, not a lot of health available, needs to go for death back right now, super low. Gee, a touch of death I think came out by Shiryu. Was that a touch of death? Might have been, because Grimathy was super low. Honestly, could have been not a touch of death even. Could have even been not a touch of death. Honestly. Brew Captain is going to be up next, trying to go for a bit of an honor duel with Shiryu, but Shiryu, he ain't going out there. Maybe? Nah, he's just like, Jade Lightning. Brew Captain, I think, wanted to walk out, give him a nice bow from one monk to another, but he's like, alright, dude. I guess he's just gonna have the duel. He doesn't want to bow. Alright. But at least Shiryu's like, hey, don't come near me. So it's not like Shiryu walks up and then just gets advantage. Brew Captain taking lots of damage in the opener. Big last by Brew though, with a bike thrown at Shiryu. Karma coming out for Brew Captain. Shiryu popping his own Karma. Karma on Karma right now. That's going to be, should be lots of healing for both of them. Brew Captain taking lots of damage. So wait, Brew Captain not playing good Karma. He's going to take a lots of damage from this. In cap? Oh no, Shiryu playing good Karma does give him that advantage. It's the Karma damage that does the Karma damage you get to reverse back also heals you. So the more damage you stack up with that Karma, the more healing you get. But with Brew, it's no Karma healing. It's just playing Ring of Peace. So using that Karma on Karma, Shiryu just gets the advantage. Satbugs goes in for that Eviscerate at the end. Shiryu try to see if he can get out of there. That's going to be an interrupt on Shiryu. Does get himself a small heal last second. Double Crucible to keep him alive. Reaping Flames by Satbugs. Shiryu's still alive! As it does go for a Diffuse Magic with a port right after. Satbugs just couldn't quite finish him off as it's down to 2 rogues on Team 2. These 2 rogues better... I honestly... big advice to these rogues is just slow down. Take a deep breath. You're going to be in a long haul. There's still plenty of people on Team 1 to fight through. And Shiryu, look at this. He's going to get a leg sweep onto Satbugs. Shaking coming out. Big Fist of Fury stopping him. Trying to shadow step around Satbugs. Scoopy going down. Does vanish out of there. Maybe overcommitted. Went too ham against Shiryu. Being a sub-rogue, you're all about cooldowns. All about burst. Not really much about sustain. You're not really a big backstabber. Unless you play the double Shadowlands build and you just Shadow Strike a ton. It works for PvE, but I don't think it works good for PvP. Shiryu going here with a cheap shot. Satbugs got himself a bit of damage. Mark for the Eviscerate onto Shiryu. But Satbugs completely out of cooldowns. Getting caught in the Fist of Fury. Does Shadow Step behind him. Could be anyone's game at this point. Karma, and that's going to be Satbugs trying to deny any Karma damage. Any Karma healing for Shiryu, but he can't get away. It looks like Shiryu taking him out. With Koopy as the last one left, the sub-rogue with 2 charges of Shadow Dance, getting the shot super DR onto Shiryu as he does punish Koopy with a big old Fist of Fury and a Zoen. Koopy does burn a Vanish for this, which for Zoen, I don't think burning Vanish is a bad move. And Koopy looking for a bit of that reset right now versus Shiryu. Does he get the reset? Might be able to. Does land a sap. Looks like someone still done it up Koopy. And Shiryu does have his sap break. Trinkets out of the cheap shot. Koopy does shrink out of the incap into another cheap shot onto Shiryu. Looking to get away. Shiryu getting the images up and running. Koopy does shadow step. Does not get the proper interrupt onto Shiryu. And looks like the monk is going to back out. Koopy seeing the monk playing defensively. Looking to get approached. Looking to approach him. Get close. Blinds him. And might be able to get himself a full reset if the images do disappear before long. Koopy could maybe burn a Shadow Dance just to get a sap. Goes in for a cheap shot with that dance. Trying to get some big damage. Maybe a Kidney Shot. Cheap shot again. Another cheap shot right after. And Shiryu goes for a leg sweep. Just go for big damage. Big heal instead. With the Fist of Fury right after. Make it harder for Koopy to come back. Shiryu's really giving these rogues a run for their money. Big old zap with a taser onto Koopy. Who's trying to get away. Zoen is... proc Zoen or maybe on Zoen. Might have been on Zoen. Koopy as he go down here. Cheap shot. I think Zoen takes out the rogue actually. Shiryu coming in with what? 2 kills? 3 kills? 4! Wow. That's pretty good. Huh. Interesting. That was a fast match. That was. Holy crap. That was a quick one. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, boys. US 49? 48? We do have 49. Okay, 49. Got wrecked? Yeah, that was rough. My Lord Palace team is rough to fight against, dude. That's a tough one. Second time though, Monk wiped the other team props. Was it second time? Shiryu? That's awesome. Yeah. Still 5 out of 5. We'll probably get Wish Captain against if Pink Cherez gets a ton of people on Ally. Was that a Fear of Zoen? I don't even know if that's Fear of Zoen. Yuta is here too. Group is ready. So we can get Yuta versus Wish Captain actually. If Pink Cherez doesn't have a group. Yeah, Pink Cherez, they give you like 20 seconds. It's okay if you don't. Let's get I guess Yuta and Wish Captain. Oh, do you get counters? I think casters. Or classic with dots, I think, are the counters. Because dots go through armor. Can't wait for the Duels in Shadowlands. Me too, man. Me too. Only a few more days, and it's a year, man. It actually feels unbelievable. Like, it feels like we've been waiting so long, dude. Actually, way too long. Way too fucking long. How's the group called I can join? Is it possible from EU? On Fridays it is, Andreas. Fridays for EU, Saturday for NA. Milord got a still 5 out of 5? Okay. I'll keep that in consideration. In case we get new contenders. New contenders! I need to get an echo effect. So I can sound like one of those, like, old school, like, boxing match announcers. Like a big old echo, echo, echo. Got a 5 horde. Do you take a little break from dual streams when Shadowlands starts? We might in the first week, yes. We might in the first week. Mostly because people will be leveling and gearing and nobody's going to have time for duels. Everybody's going to be spending every single second of their time trying to catch up to the new expansion, right? So first week it just might not be feasible. Second week, however, might be better. This is Future Master Rival Hunter. Let's go, dude. You're ready, Mike. Let's see if we can get Yura and Wish Captain back in here. We tried, failed. Okay, I'll get you guys back in. Can you add me on BNet for my group? Once you have a 5-man, I'll let you know, my dude. Once you have a 5-man, you lead and you got a 5-man group, I'll add you. How does that sound? Pretty cute. Why isn't a Demon Hunter dueling? They have been kind of on a weaker side. There some Demon Hunters that have dueled in these duels, but they have been generally on the weaker side since borrowed powers. They were literally designed with borrowed powers in mind, artifact weapons. And they've been kind of strong because of borrowed powers, corruptions, certain items, weapons, trinkets. Like Demon Hunters aren't bad, but they're eventually going to have to do something. They're going to need to add more stuff to Demon Hunters. I feel like they're way too bare bones as a class. I mean, they have a lot of cool shit already, like big ol' eye beams, and they're trying to keep them very, very simple. Not going through them? Give me a sec. We can try again. Yeah. Here we go. Hook point. What's your main in Shadowlands? Outlaw Rogue. Ventir Outlaw Rogue. We like to see participate in this sometimes, Dal. Maybe in Shadowlands, man. Maybe in that Shadowlands. But it's you can't get this camera work in these close angles when you're playing. You know what I mean? You just don't. So this is too unique and too cool for me not to do. Mages are rare and see mages in duels. They know they seem pretty strong. We've seen a lot of mages yesterday's duels, actually. Fire mages, arcane, even frost is pretty good. I don't know. I guess mages are not super popular, super common either, but they are really good. We do see them from time to time. I guess it depends. I mean, if Seawork was here, right, it'd be a different story. If Seawork was here, it'd be a different story. If Seawork got bolts in here, it'd be a different story. You know what I mean? Completely different story. But, you know, switch. Got us a team 1. We got ourselves Brew Captain, the captain of this squad, with Vireth as an Unholy DK in the back. We got ourselves Scoopy as a sub-rogue, Sapbucks as a sub-rogue, and Grimithy as an Unholy DK versus Big Stupid on a Survival Hunter with Ladog with Warcraft. Oh, Ladog is the real dog. Ladog is the real dog in here with Warcraft. With Oxyfist as a Panda Hunter, as a not only a Panda Hunter, a Marksman Hunter, as well as I think it's everybody actually. I think I called them all out. Awesome. Gonna be Koopy. Get it, hit the flare. No, Oxyfist. Trying to see if we can get around him. If he needs to get that Hunter's Mark. He needs to get that Hunter's Mark on the Koopy as soon as possible. Throwing down random traps. Koopy walking next to him. Does AoE him out. It looks like it's gonna be rapid fire for the Hunter. Does get hit with a cannon shot. Perfect opportunity for the Rogue to go for big damage. Big stress. Big reaping. Whoa! Big damage. Oh my god. I'm surprised he didn't die there. He was like a 2 health. Oh my god. And Oxyf is gonna get hit with more cheap shots. Trying to go for, what kind of essence was that even? Trying to land those aim shots into Koopy as he got evasion rolling. Nothing can stop it. Let's go Koopy. Playing it as conservative as possible. Just going to go for a blind and a reset onto Oxyfist. Oxfist. What I'm calling Oxyfist. Not gonna get that sap. Oxfist does get himself maybe a binding shot. No, doesn't get the binding shot. Trying to go for a rapid fire. And Koopy taking him out. It looks like La Dog is gonna be next. Oh no. They're so dead, dude. Koopy trying to avoid the Cataclysm on one side, the Rain of Fire another, but it's going to be Infernal next to him, keeping him nice and toasty. It's going to be sacrifice. Oh, you're Worgen. No wonder his name is La Dog. No wonder. Gazebolt firing out from the Worgen. Cloak of Shadows coming in for Koopy, even though he does around the bend without line of sight. Didn't look like he thought he was going to be able to. And La Dog is trying to see if he can get himself maybe a port on one side. Get on the other side of Koopy. Does have him sitting with a succubus. Could go for the succubus. See if he has it. The dog throwing out some crucibles up close. Getting hit with a kinder shot. Maybe succubus CC. Big just for Koopy right now. Actual allowance still quite a bit of damage to La Dog. Succubus C comes in and La Dog does bail out of it. Should be able to get the immolates as well as maybe a Casbolt. No, just gets an immolate in there. If he's playing the cremation build, then he could go for big conflags. Koopy does avoid the Shadow Fury, but that's going to be a mortal coil that does hit him, re-immolating on the row. Koopy gonna take a bit of that damage. The dog healed up quite nicely. Reflect available, and Koopy, I don't think he can really use anything that could reflect back from the Warlock. Rogues aren't that magical. We're only really bursty. They're not that magical. It's just my dress. Gonna be big damage for Koopy as he does go for a shadowy duel with La Dog. The dog does go for a port. Cheap shot does hit him, so Koopy does get his loss to see Succubus. CC Koopy does break out of the Succubus with a trinket. Reaping Flames on the Warlock, taking him out off DK, getting a cheap shot. Koopy does not have advantage for this duel versus off DK. Offie DK. And Koopy looks like might be going down blind or off. The pets are still doing a lot of damage. Needs a heal right now. These pets are actually brutal. Yeah, those pets are brutal. Look like Avi DK, man. He actually didn't have to hit the rogue barely. And that's going to be big old burst with Vireth. Popping off big pets. That's going to be double bubble gum for the both of them. Two abominations. Avi DK taking astronomical amounts of damage. Not much you can really do in this situation. Stun to Vireth, but there's just so many pets as Vireth is just the one-man army. Too many pets available for him. All those casters, all those ghouls. That's just a lot of pets. Just did all the work for him. All he had to do is just put him out there and then survive. And Vireth looks like he might not live long enough though. Survival, not possible. Big Stupid got a little bit of damage to finish that up. Now it's going to be down to 3 on Team 1 and 2 Survival Hunters. On Team 2, Big Ripple to Big Stupid with a stun right after. Going to be a pet stun to follow as it goes in for a human racial trinket disengage. That's going to be a stun onto Grimothy, who is going to go for IBF as well as Lichborn. Lots of damage getting taken by the Zethar right now. Hasn't been able to really go for big bursts onto Big Stupid so far. Needs to get the pets up and running. Needs to get the boys in there. Looks like it's going to be Apocalypse. Needs to get the Abomination there on top of Big Stupid as well. It looks like he's going to be able to. Big Stupid does pop a Turtle Shell for this. Trying to see if he can get away from all those pets. Does have those pets walking through a Tar Trap. Any amount of free damage these pets do to Big Stupid is going to be great for Grimothy, as the Magus in the back is doing a couple of his casts. And Grimothy just needs to stay alive for just a little bit longer. Get Big Stupid out in the open with all the pets. Big Stupid should be able to get a kill shot in there. Does get the kill shot. That's going to be a Crucible Flame to get him healed up, ready to go. Sabbox Shadow stepping into a freezing trap. Trinkets out of it. Trying to get more damage to the Big Stupid. That's going to be, that is going to be a steel trap. Big Stupid, does he have a pet? He does. Does land the camo. Does get a man advantage, and Sabbox, if he has a flare on him, or a... Wait, what? Stupid? Looks like Big Stupid got out of camo. Looks like maybe his pet attacked Sabbox, or maybe Sabbox A with the pet out. Was a nice stun by the Hunter. Sabbox does get the Shadow Steps out of steps. If Big Stupid can separate... Oh, sorry for bumping the mic. If Big Stupid can separate from him, he might be okay. Blind onto the Hunter. Sabbox should have the Kid shot ready for this. Does he have the damage, though? Evasion available in case Big Stupid has any damage. Looks like he has it in the bag. Big Reaping Flames taking him out. And not much you can do in that situation with Wargrand being the last one left for this team. Flare on one side with Sabbox. Trap on the other, but he does separate himself away from the trap with that Shadow Step. Seriously, sorry for bumping the mic. I get so excited. That looks like it's going to be Sabbox super low with advantage. There's still a Hunter's Mark over his head. Wargrand, does he see him? Unless it's a Hunter's Mark from Big Stupid. Hunter's Mark is there. And that's going to be cheap shot into Wargrand. He just needs to get this rogue low enough. With a kill shot. There it goes. Brew Captain, the last one left. As we head into 6 minutes, only 9% dampening. This duel has been going in a very, very short while, boys. A very, very short time. It looks like Brew Captain can't roll out of that Char Trap. He's going to go for a bit of an honor duel together with Wargren. An honorable duel between these two. Wargren playing a Relentless Trinket, which I find interesting, actually. I find the Trinket very, very interesting. No normal Trinket, so he's hoping the stuns are not going to last nearly as long and he might be able to get away. I guess maybe with a Pet Sack, that's not that bad if Pet Sack isn't a shortish cooldown. And if you can maybe get a Freezing Trap from time to time, as he gets hit with a stun. If you can, I guess, account for it, if you can mitigate that, I guess you'll be alright. Wargren dropping down some Daz. There's going to be Brew Captain with a ring of Boopity Bob. Threw down the ring on himself in case Wargren was nearby. It's time to see if he can knock him out of them. But Brew Captain not playing the good karma might make it difficult for him to really make that karma healing work. Going for Ring of Peace is a really, really good choice, but you need a lot of self-healing in order to account for it. As we head into the 7-minute mark, boys, 50% dampener. Brew Captain rolling in. Is trying to get next to Wargren. Does hit with an in-cap. Leg sweep to follow. Does go for a Pet Sack. Bite comes in. And looks like the Pet is going to take a bunch of the damage. Wargren is still taking a good portion of the damage to the face of the way he has to pop a Turtle Shell. Good thing the Relentless did let him get out before it was too late. That was a lot of damage from Brew Captain, though. Ton of damage. There's going to be some free VO5 stun for Wargren on the other side. Brew Captain trinkets out of it. As Brew Captain does have a Zuen. And Wargren does pull his pet back to make sure the guy's alive. Karma on to Wargren. Does he go maybe from Freezing Trap? Freezing Traps the Zuen. Does he get a Steel Trap with the Brew Captain to separate them two? He's going to be Ring of Peace to knock Wargren away. I think I actually kind of helped Brew Captain. Gave Wargren a bit of a distance to get out. It looks like Wargren's trying to turn this around as the Karma is down for Brew Captain. Hits him with a Steel Trap. Nowhere for him to go. In cap it to Wargren. Brew Captain does go for Diffuse Magic. Does remove a lot of the poison damage. Maybe even reflects that damage back to Wargren. Does disarm him, but the grenades are still going to fly. And the kill shot doesn't need a weapon. Or maybe he does, actually. I think Kill Shot might need a weapon. But as Brew Captain tried to stay alive with the zero fights, but it looks like it's not enough. Kill Shot is all he needs. Freezing Trap. And I think Wargren just needs one more. Just a big old. Or maybe he's going to play it carefully. He might just end up playing it a little more carefully. He doesn't want to let Brew Captain, I guess, maybe get an in-cap into a leg sweep. He's feeling pretty confident. Did you see him do the jig over there? Ring of Peace for Brew Captain. Wargren is going to take it a little bit slow. Throwing the Crucible and a dot to the Brew Captain. That's going to be a trap in case Brew does try to approach him. Wargren might have to poke in and poke at the beast. Stun onto Brew. Big damage available. It's going to be Wargren with a big old dress as he gets hit with an in-cap. Brew's super low. Wargren just needs to get that one final shot. Brew Captain. In 10 seconds, we'll have a camera back up. Freezing Trap onto Brew Captain. Does Wargren go for the big hit? Does he have him low enough? Maybe? Throwing a nade with a surfacing. Looks like he doesn't have him low enough. That's going to be a trap on one side. Karma onto Wargren. And this is where Wargren might just want to pull the pet back as Brew Captain is getting freebies in there. Look like he actually going to go for Fist of Fury on the pet. Wargren throwing a nade at the last second. Should be quite a few dot damage onto Brew Captain, who barely has any health. Trying to be able to fight to stay alive at 29% dampening. Not a lot he could really do. And it looks like Wargren is maybe at this point just playing with his food. Unless Brew Captain can somehow come back. Blood of the enemy leg sweep is all he needs. Actually might be able to go for it. Images are available. Blood of the enemy, big bike into Wargren. Fist of Fury flying. Wargren does disengage out of it. Brew Captain has all these images. Disarm to Wargren. Trinket out of that stun. Might be able to turn it around. Wargren does kill him in the end. Taking out the monk. That was actually so close. I like how uniform some of these numbers are. They're so properly stacked. I guess that makes sense. This is like 30, 30, 30. That was a good one, man. That was a good one. What's up, Prisma Aesthetic? Prisma Aesthetic. How you doing, my man? We were lads. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, my dude? Hope you having a good one. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your membership. Appreciate you so much. DK Focus, the expansion is focused. True. True. How you doing? Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're excited for Shadowlands, man. Clutch ending? That was a clutch ending. And I think with that one, boys, we're gonna call it there. We had a lot of duels on EU and quite a bit on NA too. Quite a bit of duels on EU and quite a bit of duels on NA. That was scary. He healed so much it almost died. GG's, movie. Let's go, dude. That was pretty good, honestly. That was pretty good. Wargren biggest noob for the date? What do you mean? He won that one. What do you mean? Biggest noob? I would have maybe said, you know what? Maybe if he lost it. But he won last time I checked. Neat ending? It was great. I thought it was pretty good. Boys, thank you so much. Give yourself a round of applause. You guys are fucking beautiful. Super fun hanging out with all of you guys on the 5v5 1v1 duels every single motherfucking week. Thank you all so much for joining, man. I really appreciate it. We got Shadowlands the Monday. Tomorrow I'm gonna take a day off because to prepare for Monday, just to chillax, get some videos done maybe. I'm about to just prep and just chill. Because this is gonna be a long fucking time. I'm gonna be there playing WoW for a long while, leveling, and I want to get to max level in one sitting. I want to do it in one sitting. I feel like I played beta so much. I've leveled in beta a couple times. I feel like I should know like the back of my hand. I should be able to get through it and level in one sitting. Should be able to do it fairly quickly. So I'm gonna be streaming, I think. At least the plan is right now to stream it. Maybe I'll stream it for a portion, and then when I get like super tired, I'll turn it off and I'll keep leveling. Maybe I'll do something like that. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll see all of you Monday. See all of you Monday for the. I'm probably gonna. So I think the stream. I think the release for me on the East Coast is. When is it actually? Sorry. Where is it? They had the worldwide release for Shadowlands. Let me just go to World of Warcraft Twitter. I think that will do it. World of Warcraft Twitter. Okay, here it is. It's gonna be 6 p.m. my time. So when I start my stream at 5, I'll have an hour before the actual game. I will probably be logged in 2 hours ahead. I will probably be logged in earlier than an hour ahead. So I'll probably log in earlier and get the stream up and running at 5. So I think I'll just... So maybe we'll just do that. Yeah, we'll probably do normal stream time then. We'll see though. It's gonna be a lot of people on, dude. Yeah, we're gonna just have to find something to do. 6 p.m. East Coast, yeah. So 5... We're gonna basically have an hour of just doing nothing and just chilling, hanging out with the boys. And then I guess at 6 we'll start leveling. So we'll have a very chill, very easy to start stream tomorrow. Very easy, very chill. Part of it is gonna be me just continuing to relax until the 6. And when the 6 happens, boom, high gear, rat race is on. Go. And I want to do it in a single sitting because I got a lot of tunes I gotta level. So I gotta level what? I gotta level my rogue, and I gotta level 2 tunes that are gonna be the tunes that'll be spectating the arenas, right? So that's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. So because I have a lot of alts I want to play. I want to play Death Knight. I want to play Warlock. I want to get into maybe Arcane Mage, Survival Hunter, Feral Druid. I want to play Paladin now too, because Holy's a lot of fun. And hopefully Holy doesn't change too much, because I like the way it is right now. So I'm basically going to need to first level my main character. Then level 2 throwaway characters that I'm not going to play that are there just to watch duels. In case we end up doing duels that same week. If we don't, well... and I think that whole week... when I'm streaming, I'll be doing gearing for my character. And when I'm not gearing my character, I'll probably just be leveling alts through Shadowlands. So I'll be always doing something, constantly doing something. I really like about Holy. I want to like it. I like that they're melee and they get in there and they really do some damage. I just like the position of their healer, right? You do a bit of damage, you fight with your tank, with everybody in the melee. And then you do like these big heals that get people up and running. And I think they have... good utility for being a melee healer. I just like the melee heal playstyle, you know? You go in, you Crusader Strike, you Judgment a couple times, you do a bit of damage sometimes yourself, and then you heal. And I just like it. I don't know. I like that about Holy Paladin. What time is SL Wilson for you, Dal? 6 p.m. 6 p.m. East Coast. We'll be right there with you, but yeah, you guys, tomorrow I'll be streaming, and you guys, if you want to have the stream on, like, no, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, I'll be streaming the leveling. If you guys want to have the stream on in the background while you level as well, we're gonna be doing some shit, dude. We're gonna be doing some shit. What I might even do is I might not even have my duels or my normal music playing. I might actually listen to some Shadowlands tunes for a bit. Just so we mix it up a bit. Mix it up a notch. Listen to some Shadowlands tunes. The actual in-game noises and stuff. It was so fun, Dal. Love what you're doing. The community piece. Yo, Monday, boys. Monday. Be here. Be here. Gonna be leveling. Releasing at 11 p.m. for me. For you, it's gonna be London? GMT, yeah? Sometime GMT, right? That's still pretty good. You're still gonna be able to play a bit. If you're someone who is already planned and maybe are taking like time off from work or whatever it is, now would be the perfect time, dude. That would be the perfect time. Well, I guess you would have had to have had that, something like that, 2 weeks early. But don't worry, first week of Shadowlands, there will be some things you will want to do for your mains to get some gear and stuff. But a lot of things will be locked first week. So a lot of the first week is just to level. Second week, they'll start opening some more stuff up. Like the Chorgas stuff. And I think the Mythic Zeros are going to be available second week. They're not going to be available first week, I don't think. So, you're not going to be super behind. I don't care when it is for Denmark. Denmark is either same as Paris, which is CET, or GMT like London, UK. So it's either 12 or 11 for you guys. I'm pretty sure if you go to the World of Warcraft website, it does automatically go to your region. And it will say in the bottom like how long it's going to take before expansion comes out. So if you do some quick math. Good question. If I'm a sub rogue, I thought I'd make a gesture. I've been running a single Shadowlands talent, or is it double SST okay? So it depends on your play style. So you can play with Dark played and go for the big bursty play style, where he went with a rogue without a bike or dress. It depends what trinkets you have. I guess after this, it's not going to matter. Going forward into Shadowlands, I think double dance is a safe choice, unless you get some crazy wombo combo with a trinket or anything. And then if you want to try a big burst of playstyle, depending on the Covenant too, you might be able to make something work there. Like if you go Night Fae and you go Corin as a Soulbind, which gives you more damage in the opener, going for a big burst of dance in the opener could be huge. It all depends, you know what I mean? I like Disc for the damage and healing, but a red prot are looking fun. Would be nice to enjoy healing too. Yeah, Holy Pally, that's what I really like about it, is the combat healer, right? That's why I really got into Disc, but I haven't played Disc in a while now, actually. It's been a bit. But that's what I like, is combat healers. That's what I like Monk. You go in, punch, kick, and you heal a bit here and there. That's why I really like the Monk Fist Weaving play style. I'm not saying it'll be good, but I like it. You know, I'd like it to be good. I'd want it to be good. Because I feel like healing as a monk from afar with Soothing Mist is just not my cup of tea. Like, it's cool, but, you know. One more question. You play a two-hand Frost. Is it better to have loot position for Unholy so you can limit the chance of dropping a one-hand weapon? Technically, yes. If you want to play two-hand Frost, yes. That's actually a good way of going about it. I mean, I would still go a Frost for one-handers, because sometimes you'll be able to go, you know, weapon. Let's say you're leveling, or you're gearing a character. Sometimes before you can get a big two-hander, getting two decent one-handers will at least give you damage increase until you can get that big two-hander. So maybe going Frost early on and just kind of swapping weapons back and forth might not be a terrible idea. But like if you're leveling and you just want to play dual wield, and you could, I still would probably do. I still would do normal in Frost and get some one-hitters, because dual wield doesn't get better until higher at levels, close to level 60 in Shadowlands. Once you like the thing where on killing machines you obliterates or all Frost damage, then two-hand becomes a lot stronger for it. So I would just go normal Frost and go for one-handers until about halfway point, and then start switching to two-handers if you want to do the most efficient play. But yeah, but if you want to play dual wield, if you just want to play two-hander, you could go on Holy when you do dungeons, when you do anything, to eliminate any one-handers for you. But I still think maybe picking up a decent two one-handers will be a start until you can get a good two-hander. Then, like, you know, having a two-hander that's still a green from when you were level 54. Remember, try to add too many clips and get a good effect today. Yeah, it's Sandbox. I can do that, man. All right, boys. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate all of you. You guys are beautiful. And I'll see all you boys on Monday for the release of the brand new expansion. Thank you all. And I'll see all of you guys next stream. Alrighty? Peace.